Works and Tukutela are joining us with their latest music triumph. So you got a reason to celebrate with us. We've got 3 hours of magic lined up, and it's not just us out here, right?
Can I give you another reason to celebrate?
Yeah, give me one, please.
Okay. Her name is Zanella Patel.
Yes.
Good morning, Zan. In just a bit, we're going to be celebrating.
Oh, she's there.
Hello, Zanelle.
Hello, gorgeouses. How are you?
Oh, so good, and even better because we can't see you. Oh, we can see you now.
There you
I thought you
are.
were just going to be a voice of God for the morning, just in our ear. But grateful that we get to see your beautiful face. How are you doing?
Amazing, my friends. I'm so excited because we've got trending things on the show. As always, one of the biggest tracks, not just in South Africa, but on the African continent. We're going to be doing the whole dance challenge and everything. I'm so excited. And I feel like it's already, you know, such a great weekend. I feel like the weekend's already here. I feel like the whole of April's a weekend, actually.
Hey, it feels like a weekend. It feels like a week. It feels like a holiday, especially when I'm looking at the two of you. I thought Carissa was looking chic this winter, but hey, lady, Joburg's looking even better on your side. Wow, I love the looks, ladies.
Thank you so much, Ryle. And you look amazing. And guys, you always just add, you know, a mwah to my weekend and to my day because you're always looking good.
Oh, Zanelle, that is so kind of you. Yes, that is actually going to be the high I'll ride on for the rest of this Thursday. For now, though, let's get into conversations. As we prep for news before we get there, we've got to get into our Good Morning Post for this morning. So what are we talking about, Zan?
Oh, Mzansi, you need to get yourself ready because we need to have proper conversations, okay? Yes, being a parent and yes, having a child is something that is always so important in terms of really deciding on the conversations you're going to have with your babies. But the question this morning is all about that financial planning. We literally want to find out all about what are those lessons that you wish you could share about financial planning with your child. And this, honestly, for me, is something I wish I had had in terms of conversations with my own parents. I literally am sitting here still learning lessons to this day. And this is why you got to come through on #Expresso Show as well as 063 069 or rather 063 036 9649 on WhatsApp and let us know in terms of financially planning your children's future, what lessons would you share with them? What is that one thing that you wish you could just, you know, bestow upon them in terms of really just being strong in that particular sector? Come through in terms of the Good Morning Post and we cannot wait to hear your answers. We're going to be having big conversations around that. However, this morning, it is literally all about you and all about that financial planning and a whole lot more. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show after all, right? But I do also know that we got big things happening and particularly performances and so much more. But you got to stay tuned. For now, let's have a look at what's happening in your news headlines all around the world.
Thank you, beautiful Zanelle. 4 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into those national news headlines first, where torrential rain has caused flooding in Johannesburg and the Free State, damaging 68 homes in Bronville. Now, emergency officials urge residents to avoid flooded roads and rivers and are warning religious groups against risky outdoor baptisms, especially with more rain on the way. In the Eastern Cape, the Gift of the Givers delivered aid to a storm, damaged nursing home in Mdasane. And for those chasing the snow, the Drakensberg Sunny Pass and Giant's Castle are winter wonderlands, but visitors are advised to keep an eye on weather alerts when heading into the mountains. In other local news, the Mpumalanga Education Department will be reimbursed by a service provider for 22 laptops bought for over 2 million rand. MEC Kathy Dlamini confirmed this after Premier Mandla Ndlovu announced an investigation into the questionable procurement. Opposition parties demand police involvement, arguing that a Premier-led probe lacks impartiality. They've called for action against Dlamini, departmental head Lucy Moyane, and other officials. The investigation is expected to conclude next week amid calls for full transparency and accountability in the province. Let's take a look further afield at those international news making headlines, where in a bizarre twist on wildlife crime, Kenyan police raided a guest house near Hell's Gate National Park and found not ivory or rhino horn, but queen ants, trafficked by 2 Belgian teens, a Vietnamese man and a Kenyan accomplice. All pleaded guilty and await sentencing. Queen ants, vital for reproducing entire colonies, are worth thousands depending on species and rarity. Prosecutors estimate the seized ants could fetch up to $1 million in Europe, threatening Kenya's fragile ecosystem. Meanwhile, Harvey Weinstein's retrial began in New York today, with prosecutors accusing him of abusing 3 women using his Hollywood clout. Now, the former film titan faces charges from a model, a production assistant, and an aspiring actress. Prosecutor Shannon Lucy said Weinstein grew more aggressive when women resisted. His defense argued the case lacks credibility and said inconsistencies will unravel under scrutiny. Now, this trial follows a court overturning his previous conviction, placing him back in the spotlight amid ongoing sexual assault claims. And closing off with this story, yes, I've got a bright smile because South Africans have officially been crowned the friendliest people on the planet. In a global study by money transfer service Remitly, Mzansi topped 27 countries in the agreeableness category of the Big 5 personality test, scoring a sunny 34,063 out of 40. The survey, which looked at kindness, empathy and generosity, found that 97% of locals believed their own country is the friendliest in the world. Known for warm smiles, helping hands and hearty greetings, South Africans made visitors feel right at home. Now, Greece, Croatia, Mexico and Sweden followed close behind, but South Africa stands tall, beaming with a big-hearted "How's it?" and proudly flying the flag of pure lekker gees. A great way to close off your first bit of news for this morning, and please go ahead and greet everybody with a great smile that you see today. Now let's get into the sporting headlines. Here's Raul with the latest.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yes, if you're a Liverpool fan, we just have to wait a little bit longer now. Jean-Philippe Matete's superb late goal earned Crystal Palace a 2-2 draw at Arsenal, and that was delaying Liverpool's title celebrations. Now, Jakub Kiwior and Leandro Trossard scored for the Gunners, while Eberechi Eze netted a stunner for Palace. Now, Liverpool now need just a point against Spurs, and that'll secure the title, with Arsenal shifting focus to their Champions League semi-final. Well, we'll much await that, but for now, let's move to cycling. And Tadej Pogačar has conquered the brutal Mur de Heu to win the Flèche Wallonne Classic, and that's powering clear after a 205-kilometer slog in cold, rainy conditions. Now, the Slovenian held off Kevin Vukelin and Tom Pidcock, and that was to reclaim the title. And with form returning, Pogačar is now targeting Sunday's grueling Liège-Bastogne-Liège, where he'll look to defend his crown. Now, moving to the world of golf, and Jose Maria Olazabal has now been named Europe's vice-captain for the 2025 Ryder Cup, joining Luke Donald's team for the showdown at Bethpage Black. Now, the 59-year-old Spaniard, a 2-time Masters champion and Ryder Cup legend, brings experience and passion as Europe aims to defend the title and secure another win on US soil. Well, now moving to the world of cricket, and Rohit Sharma smashed a 70-run inning off just 46 balls. And that was as Mumbai Indians cruised to a 7-wicket win over Sunrisers Hyderabad. And that was chasing 144 runs with ease to climb to 3rd in the IPL. Now, Heinrich Klaasen struck a defiant 63, but Sunrisers never recovered after losing 5 early wickets. And that was suffering their 6th loss in 8 games. Well, we'll carry on with all things sport, and don't forget, we're going to dive into some motorsport conversation in just a bit. But for now, though, let's find out what's happening in the world of weather.
Thank you so much, Raul. Zanzi, let's take a look what's happening with your weather today. As you always know, the South African Weather Service has got us, and we always need to be on the lookout for their warnings. This morning, they've issued multiple warnings as wild weather rolls across the country. An orange level 5 warning for severe thunderstorms and flooding affects parts of Free State, Northwest, Gauteng, as well as Mpumalanga. Yellow level 4 alerts cover Limpopo, Northern Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Highveld, and KZN. Yellow level 2 warnings extend across Free State, Northwest, Limpopo, Mpumalanga and Eastern Cape, with risks of flooding, hail and damage to infrastructure. Cold, wet conditions grip KZN with possible snow on its southwestern highlands. Motorists as well as farmers are urged to take precautions as roads may become treacherous. It does seem like it's going to be a hectic one in South Africa today, so please take caution where need be. But remember, always, always keep up to date with what's happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Right about now, we want to be up to date with what's happening on your side of Mzansi, and I'm talking about the sunrise view. This morning, it is none other than Durlon from Atlantis, where it's going to be 25 degrees Celsius. Lucky you. It is, my friend, such a gorgeous picture that you have sent. Thank you so much for blessing us. Some of us are not going to see the sun at all, so getting to even see the way it's illuminating into the clouds is absolutely stunning, and I love this. This is what sunrise views are made of, especially in winter when the sun hasn't quite come out yet, but you can still see it just a little. Thank you so much, Durlon. And Mzansi, this is your example to come through on the WhatsApp line, 063 036 9649. Come and show us what you're waking up to so we can show the rest of the country. Right about now, let's get into your temperatures. It is looking a little bit rainy in most parts of the country, but here's what you can expect.
Oh, you know things are getting real when Appies is sitting at 23 degrees. My goodness. I think it's safe to say that autumn is officially in the building. And who else is in the building, Ryan?
Oh, well, I want to take a page out of this book. It's Paige in the building. Yes, Paige Lindenberg is here. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thanks.
I'm so excited to chat about this because it's all about motorsport, finding out about an incredible journey, and I know the long weekend's ahead of us, so we are dying to get as many tips as we can from you. Have you brought them? Okay, yes.
Good. She's prepared. I know it was a big question for 6 a.m., but you answered that very well. We're also going to get into something delicious. Since we have a beautiful guest in studio, why not feed her too? It's all about the roasted seasonal vegetables, and we're going to be serving that with a beautiful mint whipped feta.
Yum.
Those words together have never happened in a sentence, but it's happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're so excited to get into it and all the good conversation that happens straight after this.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Reminder, it's Thursday. I know it always feels like a Friday here, but let's bring on the feels nonetheless, because this morning we are joined by Paige Lindenberg. Now, she's a powerhouse in South African motorsport and the motoring industry as a whole. Now, everything from growing up around racetracks to now running the Car Basics course. She's all about empowering everyday drivers with confidence, with skill and a love for the road. And she's joining us this morning to delve into her racing heritage, her professional endeavors, and the perspectives on today's F1 landscape, which is absolutely changing, hopefully for the best. But firstly, Paige, how are you doing this morning?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. We are all here safely, so that's a good thing, especially when you think about the chaos on the roads. But I want to talk to you about your career in racing just from the very beginning. What sparks a female in South Africa to get into the love of cars and the love of racing? How does that work?
Yeah, so I was really lucky. I was born into it. My dad, Peter Lindenberg's a household name in powerboating, car racing, all those things. And I actually started in powerboats. So when I was when I was 5, my dad let my older sister and I test out a powerboat because he was training some youngsters. And I got out and I said, I want to race. And my older sister said, no thanks, not for me.
Because it's so dangerous as well. Can we just talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the norm, you know.
No.
And my dad had 3 daughters. So one of us, you know, the bug had to bite one of us. He always said if he had a son, he would be a ballet dancer because we were all like real wild tomboys.
I love that.
And then, I was too young at 5 to get a powerboating license. So eventually at age 7, I was still a year young, but they granted me a license because they watched me and saw that I was capable.
7 years old.
Yeah, and then so I all started in powerboating. So I started powerboating from 7 until I was about 12. I won South African champs and world champs. And then my dad had a really bad powerboating accident in Saldanha Bay, actually, and he was declared dead for the 2nd time. Yeah, he had drowned, so they managed to resuscitate him. He was in a coma for a week, and it was hectic. So he just decided powerboating was too dangerous because when you have an accident, you drown. So he stopped powerboating. He made me stop, and we moved to cars. I moved to cars then. He was already in cars. So I missed that like go-karting, you know, like beginning era in cars because of the powerboating.
All the F1 drivers, it's like standard
that's
practice.
where you start. But I had the powerboating behind me, which helped a bit, but very different. I mean.
Wow, but listen, I'm grateful for your dad making that decision and losing 2 of his 9 lives, clearly, in order to do that, because I think he's protecting you, and look at what it's ended up doing. I'm sure you would have slayed powerboating, but grateful that you're in this industry, because I think it's such a male-dominated industry, and I think we need women in the sport. For you, I'm sure there's been so many challenges along that way once you transition into motorsport. I'm sure you didn't have any females around you to console with and confide with. What was that like for you, really, though? Like that sort of transition into being an isolated woman in the space?
Yeah, so look, it's not easy. It's definitely changing. Things are getting better, and there's definitely more women involved in motorsport in general. But guys have knocked me off the track on a straight when I pass them because of egos. And like I've literally just had to learn to really hold my own and have a very strong backbone. I'm a really calm, chilled, kind person most of the time. But when I put a helmet on, like I've got to have that
something
fight
switches
in,
on,
because unfortunately they do. They take advantage of the fact that you're a woman and you're a lot more timid and, you know, willing to
accept that. They think you're going to be a softer driver maybe or something.
Yeah, so I had a rough few years in my initial change into track motorsport, and I had 1 or 2 guys who just constantly went after me, and eventually my dad said, if you're going to do this, you need to stand up for yourself. And I'll never forget the like changing moment. Someone knocked me off track again, and it wasn't the first time on a straight, and I got out my car with my helmet on, and I remember marching down, and never even took anything off, marched down the pit lane, and I went and I let him have it. And ever since that, I've like gained huge respect. I mean, now I've proven that I have a right to be in the sport, because it's also hard. I come from a name where there's a lot of pressure. My dad
there's expectation.
is big expectation. So I think that was also really hard, is that some people may have felt in the beginning I was there because of my dad and because I had the surname. Because
of who he knows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had to prove that I actually have the ability to be there and I can drive, and I've now proven that. So I've gained a lot of respect, and it's definitely a lot easier.
If anything, it's like twice as hard for you because like everybody's looking at you with this microscope and you're having to show up not just holding your own, but almost going above and beyond. And I think this has definitely paid and contributed to your actual success right now because, wow, look at you, an actual champion. I want to talk about something that's, for me, very inspiring and so needed right now. You launched the Car Basics Course Initiative, which I think is incredible. So let's just talk to Mzansi what exactly that is about. I think it's fantastic. And what inspired this?
So it was just before COVID, and I had this idea that I am a girl and I grew up with a dad in the sports, so I knew a lot about cars.
Yes.
I knew how to change a tire, I knew how to check oil.
Yes.
And I was like, most women don't know how to do these things. So I decided I wanted to inspire women and help them become more independent day to day. It's not teaching you to become a mechanic. It's literally, if you get stuck in a situation where you need help, how do you help yourself? Because you can't always rely on other people. COVID then hit and everything went on hold. And 3 years ago, I contacted Tiger Wheel and Tire and I said, this is my idea. I really think that we can change people's lives and inspire them and empower them to just be more independent when it comes to their daily lives. And they jumped on board, loved the concept. And between the two of us, we got together and launched this incredible concept. And other brands have come on board because the main thing for us is oil, batteries, windscreens, and tires. So we got really awesome partners on board, you know, for all those different aspects, and we've started doing courses. So every few months we'll do a course at a Tiger Wheel and Tire store around the country where people can book tickets to come. And it's about a 2-hour course, and we do a practical physical course where they change a tire with us, you know, check the oil with us, see how you actually physically do these things. And now we've started going into corporates and schools as well, which is really awesome because, I mean, people get first cars in grade 11 or matric and they get a key and they go. They have no idea what to do with the car. So yeah, it's really just to empower people, and I'm all about independence. I'm very independent as a woman, and I just want to empower other women to know that they can do these things themselves. They don't always have to pick up the phone and rely on a man to help them.
Yes.
The funny thing though is I've realized a lot of guys also
I was going to, yeah, definitely. I was going to ask you that, yeah.
Yeah, like how many guys actually have ever changed a tire or know what to do? But the problem is they have egos. They don't like
just
to admit
pretend
it.
like we do, and we're like, I don't have the right tool for this, otherwise I would have changed it.
Yeah, so we've had a few guys come to the courses, which has been really cool, and we've had fantastic feedback from the guys as well. They've learned a lot. But yeah, it's just the egos to allow them to learn, I guess.
Paige, I think what you're doing is incredible. You're using your talents and your gifts for not just yourself, but for a bigger purpose. And I think that's what it's really about. So you're finding that sweet spot in your ikigai, is what I call it, your flow state. And we're not going to let you go anywhere. I still want to chat to you about some F1 and get some of the tips for you when it comes to our own driving. But I think it's such a great reason for you, Mzansi. Get involved in this, especially the gents out there. If you don't know how to change a tire, don't be embarrassed about it. There's options. We can go and learn, empower yourselves, and protect yourselves from a potentially dangerous situation. And especially on our South African roads, we need to educate ourselves on things like this. So, Paige, thank you so much. We'll keep plugging her for the rest of this morning, but this conversation's going to carry on in just a moment. Nice.
Well, from a wheel in your hands to some money in your hands, I only have one question for you. Will you be playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot? And it all goes down this Thursday. Now, don't miss out. Buy your tickets now in store. You can head over to the website nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app, there's cell phone banking, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529#, and that is for USSD. Now, of course, as you know, we'll never leave you hanging. This information is on our Expresso social media pages, and you can go find them at Expresso Show and get yourself in the running to win big. And that, of course, is the 500,000 Rand daily jackpot. And it might just be yours. Play now to find out. And when you do, please let us know. Don't forget, we're family, okay? You and I. Well, not only that, family, let's get into some good things that are still to come your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You heard Raul. Paige is still going to stick around to tell us more, some tips about family trips coming up. That is a mouthful, but we know that she definitely will guide us when it comes to the long weekend. Heading onto the roads, well, you want to stick around to find out how you can do that safely. And then not only that, if you are staying at home, we've got a delicious meal prepped just for you. It's all about those seasonal vegetables, definitely heroing them in this gorgeous dish that has a whipped mint feta base. It's going to be so good as a side, as a main meal, whatever it may be. We'll find out straight after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Feel Good fam. Thank you so much for choosing us to spend this Thursday morning with us. Now, with all the public holidays this time of the year, many families actually gear up for extended road trips, and ensuring safety on the road becomes paramount. Racing driver and car expert Paige Lindenberg is still in the studio to share some invaluable tips drawn from her car basics course, emphasizing the importance of vehicle preparedness and also proactive measures for a secure journey. Paige, thank you so much for having this chat. And we were having a bit of a conversation now, just how important it is to empower women, but also men alike in the space, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
I love that you've seen it on both sides.
Yeah. We see it. I don't know if the guys see it, though, but hopefully they will, yeah.
I hope so too. But let's talk a little bit more about the long drives. I mean, we hear about fatalities happening all the time, unfortunately, because people do take risks when it comes to the long road. So when it comes to vehicle inspections, where does one begin?
So I think one of the most important things that I always really push is your tires. Your tires are the only contact your car has with the road. So checking, for punctures, or even if you've had a few punctures and plugged it, checking your tread and your wear on your tires, checking that it hasn't worn the wrong way, because it can, if your wheel balancing and alignment's out, your tires can tread the wrong way if you haven't rotated them. There's so many things. So I think one of the most important things for me is tires, because that's literally life or death. We did a few videos with Tiger Wheel that they have on the YouTube channel, which is so good to go watch, because it was literally to show how a car stops in the weight on used tires versus new tires and the tread, and the distance is literally life versus death. So if you see the reality of that and the tests that were done, you realize how important your tires are. So yeah, I really think tires are hugely important, and if you haven't checked your battery in a long time, that's also something really important to check. You can literally pop into any stores. Most Tiger Wheel and tire, or all Tiger Wheel and tires do it, but a few other stores will, where they do a battery test. It takes 2 minutes, literally prints out a slip to show you how much battery power is left, and you can check your battery so you don't get stuck along the way. Always checking oil at least once a year, have a service and check your oil for contamination, those things. And windscreens, you don't realize how dangerous a windscreen can be. A little crack that can spread is so dangerous. 30% of your car's structure is based on your windscreen. So if you have cracks on your windscreen and something happens while you're driving, it can really be dangerous for you and your passengers.
Sheesh. Okay, windscreens, oil, battery, and tires, right? When it comes to tires and the tire health, I know you mentioned the tread, but can you take me through that? How do you assess tire health?
So, I mean, if you're not comfortable doing it yourself, then pop into Tiger Wheel and they can always help you, or into any store that's near you. But South African law is 1 mil tread left on your tire, and if you look on the inside of your tire, there's a little marker that your tire tread should not be in line with. Your tire tread should be above that little marker. If you on that line or below it, you're in trouble. But the 1 mil tread that's left is actually, it's really dangerous. It's not worth it. It's a lot worse than what you think it is. So I think like a 3 mil tread left is better. You can use a coin to sort of measure, but those little markers on the inside of the tire are really important. But it's worth taking a few minutes to go to a store where somebody can actually have a look properly and make sure that your tires are in good stead for the road, or rotate them, which will also help a lot. And also your balancing and alignment of wheels, you don't realize how important it is for the car all around, but it even helps with your fuel consumption. So it's really worth
now everybody started listening. They say, I know how expensive fuel is.
Yeah, so it's really worth just doing a quick check, making sure everything's okay. It can be half an hour of your week, as opposed to being stuck on the side of the road somewhere, or having a blowout, or not being able to stop the car in time if it's wet. And I mean, Joburg at the moment has not stopped raining.
100%. Oh my goodness, this is so important, and I'm so glad that we're having this chat now in light of the long weekend coming up. When it comes to your car emergency kit, maybe a phrase some people haven't heard of before, what sort of things should we have in there, and why is it important to have that?
So in your car, you should have your triangle, which is really important. That's to put up behind the car to warn people that you stopped if something happens. And then the most important thing is your spares to change your wheel, because have you ever checked your car spares? Do you know that you have all the right spares to change your tire?
Don't ask me, Paige. I don't know, okay?
So that's one of the things. And my biggest thing is you need to know your own car, because every car is different, and modern cars are different to the older cars. So if I can advise anybody, go to your car now and go and check that you have all the right tools that you need to change your spare and that you have a spare. Some cars have a run flat. So that means you don't change the tire. You have a little computer that you can literally just pump the tire up. You have to then go and replace it if something happens. So know your car and know that you have the right spares. You know, every car has a lock nut. It's one different wheel nut to all the others. If you don't have that lock nut, you're never going to get your wheel off. And it's literally a tiny thing that can get lost when your car goes for a service and you don't even know that it's gone.
Oh my goodness, a jumper cable maybe also in there?
Jumper cables are hugely important. So I have a power bank jumper cable.
Wait, tell me more.
I know. So it's like literally this big. It's a real power bank and it's got jumper leads that you plug in and you don't need any other car next to you to jumpstart your car. And the power bank is also backup for me with my phone and my laptop or anything if I'm traveling alone.
Is it like a big generator? Is it like a little...
it's literally a tiny power bank this big and it jumpstarts your car. I've jump-started boats. I've jump-started like big SUVs. No, so that's a normal jumper lead. Yeah, so with a jumper lead like that, you would need another car to park next to you, which is also difficult because if you're in a garage forwards or, you know, if you're stuck on the road, you need somebody else to stop and help you. And people don't always stop and help you. This power bank lives with me.
Where do you get one? Hook us up.
I'll send you the link. So I bought mine from Tiger. But you can buy them. There's a few different brands. And it's literally a bag this big. I travel everywhere with it. And it's jump-started everything from boats to cars to SUVs
to a dead phone. Paige, we love you. This is so important. Thank you for being here. Many people are going to jump in your DMs now saying, where can I get myself that power bank? Thank you for saving lives preemptively. We love to see it. And I hope that you'll come back and show the rest of us how to really change a tire, perhaps.
Absolutely.
Just to make sure that, yes, we have the knowledge, but the application is there as well. And good luck to you on the long roads. I hope that you'll take every tip that, of course, Paige has given us today. For now, though, we're going to take a trip into the kitchen. Ral, what do you have for us?
Officially, I got all the good stuff for the season. I saw how chilly it is. So we're going to officially call this our roast veg season. We have entered the season. And I think if you're looking for the perfect side dish to serve alongside your favorite roast or maybe your dinner meats, well, then try out these seasonal roasted veggies. They are served with a creamy mint whipped feta, something you absolutely are going to love. And I think when you're looking at ingredients like this, when you see colors like this, you're eating a rainbow and all those nutritional boxes are being ticked. So I'm going to ask Carissa to come in here and join me for this one because I know she loves some good home-cooked meals. And this one right here is going to tick that box. How's your roast veg game, Carissa?
Can I confess something?
Yeah?
I use an air fryer. I abuse my air fryer.
I got you.
So that's what I do.
I must say, though, one thing I've noticed with the air fryer, it almost has somewhat of a like a dehydrating effect sometimes.
Ooh.
So I notice when I tend to make things in there, it dries things out quicker. So you can definitely do it in the air fryer. Just be aware of like the time. Keep an eye on it. This one you can do in the oven. I guess you could probably do it in the air fryer as well if you have a big enough one.
You get biltong peppers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you do. They all stood out like chips. No one's complaining about that if you want to get it crispy. But let's put this one together because it really is so simple. We've got veg duty over here. Again, this is an assortment of mixed veg. We've got peppers, we've got carrots, we've even got like sweet potato. What's important here is the size of how you cut these because that's actually going to determine how long it needs to go in the oven.
Right.
So if you've got really thick cuts like this, you might have your sweet potato needing a lot longer than, let's say, something like my peppers over here. So if you want to try and cut them evenly and in similar sort of sizes.
So they also cook together?
Yes, so they cook evenly as well. Obviously, your onions are going to caramelize a little bit more. And then the second tip that I'd really suggest with this is give your veg some space. Because the more space that it has, the more opportunity it has to caramelize.
Okay.
So don't squash it up too much, otherwise they're going to just get crowded and you're not going to have that full effect. So a lot of talking because the meal's really quick. You literally just chuck it in together. So you can like chuck all these veg in here.
Well, you said give them space. So
yeah,
now
you
I'm
can.
like...
So I mean, give them some space and you'll see. We'll try and discern between what's too much and what's like too little.
Okay.
What's an overcrowded sort of situation when it comes to your mixed veg and what's yay okay.
Well, the onions can kind of just
the onions kind of like just mix up in between. So this is kind of really good. This is what we're seeing here, seeing a little bit of the tray still. It's not like layered and stacked up and they're going to turn into a mush. This is what we want. So yeah, it is crowded, but it's not overcrowded to the point where I can't even see any of the base, right? first step done. We're going to drizzle some oil over this, and then just got some mixed herbs that we're going to sprinkle on through, and salt and pepper. And that really is as simple as this one is. What we are going to do though is make it a little bit zesty, and we've got a nice little mint
Yeah, I'm
feta
excited
whip up.
about this.
So this is really, again, as simple as the first step was. The second step is the same. We're going to use a NutriBullet for this one and mix it up. Any blender that you have is fine. So we've got some feta there.
It's all going in.
Yes, and another great tip with the feta is try and let your feta go to room temperature first. What's going to happen then is it's going to allow it to blend a lot easier than if it was hard and brittle and straight out of the fridge. Then we got some double cream thick yogurt in there. This is obviously just going to bring it all together. We're not adding water or any liquid other than this. And then we've got some, a little bit of oil going in there, and then that was a bit weird. Wow, it was like Inception for a second there. The oil's covered in plastic just for safety.
I did not see that plastic.
I didn't notice that either. That was cool. And then some lemon juice, literally just to add that zestiness to this one.
I like
and you'll
it.
notice, obviously, the roast veg is giving that warmth, a little bit of that. I wouldn't say really umami, but just a comforting feel.
I get you though.
The sauce is going to balance it out and bring a polarity with that zestiness and with that freshness.
The freshness also with the mint.
Exactly. So the mint literally bringing another polarity to this. So this is something that you might not be used to because we're always either going with the zesty or we're just going with the heartwarmingness. Today we're combining the two. Yeah.
All right.
Blend
Speaking
that
about
up.
combining, let's get in there.
Boom, boom, boom. We were having trouble with this earlier. I was hoping this wasn't going to happen. Is it working? Yay or nay? Let's just check if it's plugged in correctly. Oh, no. Some technical issues over here, Mzansi. Apologies. And we literally just checked this earlier.
I'm going to figure it out for you.
You're going to figure it out?
Call in Bobbiana.
You know what they're just saying about, like, men don't know much nowadays, especially when it comes to, like, cars and things. And I'm here for it. I think, like, women can definitely solve certain problems. So I'm hoping you can solve this.
Maybe not this woman, but I can call it another woman.
Last thing, let's see if we can call in some of our specialists. Maybe Tiff can assist us on this one here. I really don't know what's happening, but Mzansi, don't stress. It looks like
There's always a solution.
There's always a solution. Obviously, if you don't have a magical kitchen fairy at your aid like Tiff to assist you with this one, then you might have to replace your blender. That might be your other option as well. What we're going to try to do, though, is figure out how we're going to mix this. But don't worry, we've already prepared something in the future.
Absolutely.
Tiff, what we win. It doesn't look like we're winning, guys.
We are winning, but we are winning.
So essentially, don't worry about that last step. Obviously, we need to replace our blender or need to replace the cabling here. We'll figure that out, but you don't have to stress because all of these ingredients, all of these steps are on expressoshow.com, so you can go check it out right now. And voila, like you see in the future, once you blend it all up, you'll have this. Oh, it is fresh.
Yeah.
It is indeed good. It's got all that zestiness as well, and I think it's going to pair perfectly with this roast veg. So well done, apart from the blender.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm trying to be better than Zanele in the kitchen, and today I might have failed. Zanele, I think you got to step up from me in here, girl. What have you got going out in Josie right now?
Excuse me. I was actually going to say you guys are giving Zanele in the kitchen, okay? You're giving once a year. You know what I mean? But it's fine, guys. Hopefully, things do end up blending together in the end. Thank you very much. And Mzansi, I promise you, we're going to get these technical difficulties to not be difficult anymore because we're going to get into the deliciousness that is, just a lovely recipe that they're getting into at Cape Teasy Fo Sheezy. But what else are we getting into? Well, we want you to stick around because we're going to be chatting about how you can protect your child when it comes to their health and their immunity, as well as finding out how can you best financially plan after university. I mean, it's always a wild world out there. We've got all of the tips, and this is why you need to make sure you don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, going to sort out the things in the kitchen, and then we're going to come back with more goodness right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And this morning we're jumping on into a topic that is oh so important because it is about our children's health. We all know that sometimes we can be bombarded about all of this information coming from different angles, and it's hard to know exactly what is true. Well, my friend, getting the right knowledge is how you can be on the right side of that. And also, more than anything else, we always have the right experts to let us know what you need to know to be the best parent out there. And this morning we're joined by none other than the beautiful CEO of Phytoceutics. I'm talking about Laura Johnston, and she's joined by GP and someone who is so passionate about wellness. It is the beautiful Carmen Brina. Let's give them a feel-good welcome as we have a chat about vaccines and immune support and a whole lot more. Guys, I don't have children yet. But for when I do have children, and for so many of our Expresso Show family members, you know, it really is difficult to sometimes be able to know exactly what's correct on the internet and who we should be listening to. Carmen, I want to start with you because you're known as Mom Doc online. And of course, you're always just helping people out with some of the questions that they have. And one question that I've seen pop up so much, even particularly on TikTok, it's a huge conversation. Are we giving our kids too many vaccines? What do you say to that?
So this is a concern that many parents have, and we can look at it two ways. So firstly, are there too many vaccines on the actual schedule?
Yeah.
And then are we giving kids too many vaccines at the same time? So looking at the schedule, that is chosen based on rigorous research, clinical data that shows that those vaccines, first, they need to be safe and they need to be effective. And secondly, we're looking at the vaccines that are protecting against diseases that cause significant mortality and morbidity in children, especially because their immune systems are underdeveloped. And then we look at the risks. So the risks versus getting the vaccine versus getting the disease. And then that's how they make that decision. And then, of course, what's really important is that disease actually prevalent in the country? Because TB in South Africa is very common, whereas in Australia, for example, they don't give the BCG vaccine because it's not an issue there.
Yes.
And then looking at the number of vaccines that we give at the same time. So parents often get worried that we are going to overwhelm a child's immune system, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
If we look at the number of antigens, so that is the protein component that is inside a vaccine. If we look at the number of antigens, it's actually really small compared to the number of antigens that a child would be exposed to in their everyday environment from a day-to-day basis. So that's not a concern, and research again has shown that we do not overwhelm a child's immune system by giving combination vaccines.
I love that. You see, because some people think that the doctors are just thumb sucking. I like that you said it is literally all about rigorous research, you know? And for me, I also know that a lot of people like to do their own research, where they found things like autism might be linked to these vaccines that we're giving our kids. Can you touch on that a little bit and just shed some light?
Yes, so unfortunately, that is a notion and it's a myth that has been busted time and time again by hundreds of studies. In the late 90s, I think, there was a doctor in the UK and he did a study looking at the link between the MMR vaccine, which is the measles, mumps, rubella, and he actually published a paper within The Lancet, which is a very credible journal, stating that there was a link between that vaccine and autism. Turns out, though, that the methodology behind that study was very poor. There were only 12 participants in that trial, and he had a conflict of interest, and he was getting funding from lawyers of parents who were taking vaccine manufacturers to court. So they actually had to retract that paper, and that doctor subsequently lost his medical license.
Good.
But unfortunately, since then, that myth has stuck. So it's something that, and it's been proven that vaccines do not cause autism.
I love that. Thank you for actually shedding light on that, because I think a lot of people are skeptical about it. But I want to come to you, Laura, because of course we know that sometimes there are natural ways that we can help boost our kids' immunity and just help their, you know, immune systems as a whole. Can you talk to us a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, so I think it's important to support the immune system. And it's something wild, like every 2 weeks they're exposed to another, you know, virus or bacteria. So being consistent and making sure that you are supporting their immune systems the whole time is really important. The gut is super important when it comes to immune health. Something like 70% of immune health lies within the gut. It's the first barrier, I guess, when it comes into your internal system. So probiotics, crucial. Getting your children to take probiotics, not always easy, which is why we've developed this sachet called Gut, which is, it tastes like sherbet. sherbet, but it's sugar-free.
I love that.
And my kids absolutely pillaged my supply, so that's really great. And then also your common vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc. Difficult to get kids to take supplements, so we've launched a range of NutriBurst gummies.
Nice.
They're in little troll shapes, so kids love them. They taste like sweets, but they're sugar-free, and they have a good variety of vitamins and minerals in them.
Where was Phytoceutics when I was a kid?
I know, right?
Come on. I want medicine that tastes like sherbet. That's amazing. Carmen, I want to come back to you and just chat about, you know, when we talk about parents who are a little bit skeptical when it comes to vaccines, what advice would you give to them?
The first thing I want to say is do your research. Do the research and trust credible resources. Don't trust what you find on TikTok, Instagram, or anywhere else online. It has to be a reputable source. And then ask those questions. Go to your doctor, go to your nurse or whoever you're going to for your vaccines and ask those questions. Why are you giving the vaccine? What are the side effects, etc. And then, of course, we all know these things from COVID. Teach your children from a really young age about hand washing and how to look after your coughs and sneezes. I think if you teach your children from a young age, can become something that becomes a habitual, so yeah.
Beautiful. Well, ladies, thank you so much. I think it's always so good to be able to allow parents to feel supported in terms of this journey that they go on to protect their kids the best way they can. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It is the Phytoceutics family here to make sure that parents, you indeed have a little bit of help when it comes to making sure that your beauties are looked after and, of course, getting you knowledgeable about what it is you can do to allow them to absolutely just enjoy their lives, to go out there and be protected. And of course, should you be somebody who needs a little bit more information than what you've heard here today, I implore you, you must head on over to phytoceutics.com and you can get a whole lot of just structured information in terms of vaccines and so much more, and even just immune support as a whole. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So good to be with you.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code Expresso for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
I'm so grateful for these conversations. Honestly, when we change to Phytoceutics, it's becoming like my wealth of knowledge.
Absolutely.
Educating me constantly. I'm so grateful. So yes, jump on board with that one, especially as we transition into these crazy seasons.
And 15% off is crazy, so please go ahead and use that to the best of your ability. For now, though, let's talk about our Good Morning Post, because also some very important conversations.
Absolutely. Now, our question this morning was, what message would you share with your children about financially planning their future?
Ooh,
We wanted you to send some tips, some tricks, a voice note or anything, and ask you to use the hashtag expressoshow.com, and y'all have come through indeed. I love this conversation. I love the fact that we get to dive into something that hopefully can help us too and our family.
Come
Mark
on,
Gavin
Mark.
always got the good stuff. He's saying good morning. Start saving early, and teaching kids the value of saving helps them build financial security.
I like that.
And I've got to say, coming from my culture as well, financial
Yes.
security was not even a thing.
It wasn't spoken
It
about.
wasn't even spoken about. We learned this as we lived, so I really appreciate this advice.
All right, Claudia Steenberg saying, good morning, guys. Good morning, Claudia. I would say start saving and spend wisely. I think it's important to definitely track your expenses. Sometimes we have that ostrich in the sand effect where we swipe, we tap, and then we just don't look.
We just,
But you gotta keep track with what you're doing, man.
Absolutely.
Great tips.
Listen, thank you so much, Mzansi, for bringing those comments through. We just sifted through a few, but we will chat with you again about it. So keep it coming. Maybe you've got some tips that you want to share with us. We'd love to have it. For now, though, we've got to plug in the rest of the good stuff because there's so much happening. We're going to dive into the kitchen. We've got some barbecue sliders. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I know you like the sound of that. It's not going to stop there, though.
I love that. Absolutely, I'm here for it. We also have a wonderful performer in studio, so we're very much looking forward to so much goodness happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Good for the ears, good for the stomach. Yes, we've got you covered.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show opening up on S3, and already the first hour has been good, and we're going to carry on with that right now and bring in a conversation which I think is of utmost importance. Hopefully we can get Zanele in on this one as well, because we're going to make this a group thing. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about managing our money, and especially after university, which isn't just about numbers, right? It's about building confidence, finding your focus, and protecting your mental health.
Oh my goodness, most
Yes.
importantly, that is how important it is. And today, with the help of Absav family, we dive into real strategies for navigating life after graduation, and also, most importantly, taking control of your financial future, because it doesn't just stop there. It starts there and continues for the rest of your life.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's bring this conversation to the forefront, and let's talk about how we're managing our debts. Firstly, the list of our debts. And I know we all have so many things that we can describe right now. How's your debt game?
You know what? I'm trying to really increase my credit score, and so I do have debt in terms of a credit card, but I'm trying to get better at paying it back. I think we've spoken about this before, on the day that it's due, right? Even a little bit, even a lot, whatever it is that you can afford at that time. And so there is good debt too. But yes, we've got to list out debt. I think it's important to be aware of what you owe.
Yeah, and don't hide away from it. Zanele, are you a runner? Do you run from debt?
No, I do not run from debt, my friend. And can I actually tell you guys, especially with us talking about lessons, right? I know for me, I started, needing to take certain loans and accounts here and there out of necessity straight out of university. But I had friends who ended up struggling to secure assets because they didn't have any account or anything that could prove that they had a track record where they could pay something off. So if I could share one lesson about that, I'd be like, do something that's going to show the bank or show the people that you can actually have a good credit score.
Yeah, that makes absolute
that's a good
sense.
one, actually.
Nice stuff. Now, listen, we're speaking about managing debt, but let's talk about our budget around our current reality. And I know a lot of us, we don't always have a full income to do the things that we want to do. So we have to budget, we have to allocate. Are you doing that right now? Because I know if I said to you, Carissa, all the money in the world, what would you do? You do a lot more than you're doing right now.
Absolutely. I think being Delulu is not the Salulu in this case. You've got to be so real with yourself and so honest with yourself, and just sit down and say, okay, this is the disposable income, however much it may be. It could be 1,000 Rand, and you work within your means. Don't live beyond your means. I think that's been a big lesson for me, especially in the industry that we're in. It's not just about being flashy and being out there. You're coming home, you're crying in your pillow because you actually have done things you shouldn't with money you don't have. So I definitely am trying to budget even in smaller increments. So now it's like daily budget, weekly budget, monthly budget, 6 months budgets, just so that I can kind of keep myself accountable and be on track.
Look at you.
Come on, she's learning something.
Zanele, what about on your side? Because I know in Joburg there are so many temptations that are just taking your money out of your pocket. How are you dealing with the budgeting on your side?
Not good, if I'm being honest, my friends. This is what I will tell you, and especially because I'm genuinely bad at it. Guys, I don't budget. What I do is I spend until there is a certain amount of money left, and then the alarms go off in my head. They go, wee, 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 and it's like, we're in danger. Then I lose my card. I hide it. So that's honestly what I do. So that's a lesson that I could definitely learn. Do you have any tips for me, my Ryle?
I think the biggest tip would be literally to write it down. I think you have to take accountability of what you have first. Before you go spending things that you have no idea on what you're spending on and how much is left in the bag, take accountability of what you have and then allocate some of that to your actual expenses. We know how much we're going to generally spend every month. You can't run away from that. So allocate as much as you can to that, and then the rest of it is something that you've earned. That's your luxury, and that's something you can budget toward, something that you want. And I think the biggest goal here is to remember that we don't just get everything we want when we want it. That is such an unrealistic example of real life.
Gratification.
Nothing like that exists in our world, guys. So let's be realistic about it. And I think that will also allow us to appreciate the things we buy, that we earn, and that we unlock. And it'll make you value it so much more, or make you realize, I don't actually need it.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
The separation of want and need, sometimes that line gets blurred, but you know what? We don't always need that new pair of shoes. And that was to myself. I was talking to myself. Thank you.
Amen.
I was gonna say, Carissa, I did need that handbag that I bought. I needed it.
I
It's
agree,
holding my stuff
Zanele. I
now.
agree, actually.
Now, listen, I think there's an incredible opportunity when we're talking about savings, and especially when we're talking about building a financial foundation, right? And I want to plug you in on this because I'm reading up on it right now. You could start small with building savings, right? You can consider opening a savings pocket like the ABSA savings pocket,
like that.
which is something incredible. You can use the app to set it up. It has automatic saving triggers. So for entrepreneurs, for anybody wanting to explore a new business and our youth out there, I think this is an incredible opportunity for you to capitalize on this business opportunity and to maybe seek some mentorship and funding support along the way, because if you're looking online right now, you'll see that there is so much available for you. We've got options, baby.
I like that.
Yeah, we can
the
thrive.
ABSA savings pocket.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. Here's another one. Don't mix personal debt with business debt. I'm not calling you out, but I'm just saying, all right? Keep them separate. You got to separate your personal finances from your business finances, and especially for entrepreneurs, small business owners, listen up close, because you got to ensure that this is the practice from day one, essentially. And also open a business bank account. Don't be operating from your personal bank account. And of course, our family over at ABSA offers so many solutions for especially youth entrepreneurs.
Absolutely, and this is something that I've only realized of late. I don't know what Zanele is doing on her side, because I'm sure she's realized that, yes, she is her own individual, but I think her brand is like a company, and I know there's so much going on there. For myself as well, having all these different projects that I work with, I've been forced to almost create a company to do exactly that. And it's given me such good clarity. Zanele, how are you managing all these jobs? Because you emceeing, you all over doing so much. How
Are you separating?
Are you separating all these incomes, or is it just going to one bundle?
Yes. No, my friends, I definitely have a business account. I mean, I think you just spoke to it, Ral, about how we're all so busy. We're always emceeing, doing this content creator work and all these things in between. You've got to be able to trade as a business as well, because it just gets messy when it comes to the financials of, you know, using it in your personal capacity. So rather you have the business that's just really got all of those transactions that are working on that side, and we keep the personal to the personal. You see, when I want to go and spend and buy that bag, there's nothing to do with the business.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all just in one place. And I definitely think it even makes things better when it comes to tax, because that's also very important. So 100%, it's all got to go through the business when it comes to the business.
Oh, I love that.
Sage advice. I absolutely love these conversations. I think this is what it's about. We need to have more of these convos, because when I was growing up, this didn't even exist,
It was
Carissa.
not there at all.
And I really think that on top of this, we need to focus on what matters. And remember, mental health and money stress. We need to talk about it, guys. These are real things impacting so many of our important decisions. And the best part is that you are not alone and you are not failing. You're just human. That's normal. We can accept that. That's a part of our life, right? We make
Absolutely.
mistakes, but we have opportunities to learn and to thrive. And I think that's what this conversation is about. It's never too late, guys.
Absolutely, and I hope that you'll take some of the tips today and implement it in your life going forward, because you can always get better, okay? Money may come and go, but your well-being is what you want to invest in. Remember, your story, of course, does matter, and there's no shame in asking for help. In fact, we are your help right here. You got to start small, or even take steps one at a time. And for more information, there is the website absa.co.za for the rest of your helping hand.
Thanks for the tips, Zanele.
Well, it's 2 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's get into your national news headlines. And we start out here, where patients at Tembisa Tertiary Hospital in Ekurhuleni will continue receiving care after a second fire broke out yesterday. Deputy Health Minister Joe Pahla, who visited the facility, confirmed no injuries and said yesterday's fire occurred in a records area, not linked to Saturday's emergency unit fire. Now, the cause still remains unknown. Despite growing safety concerns, Pahla assured the hospital remains operational. And investigations are underway to determine whether the incidents are coincidental or suggest a broader risk to hospital infrastructure. In other local news, torrential rain has caused flooding in Johannesburg and the Free State, damaging 68 homes in Bronville. Now, emergency officials urge residents to avoid flooded roads and rivers and are warning religious groups against risky outdoor baptisms, especially with more rain on the way. In the Eastern Cape, the Gift of the Givers delivered aid to a storm-damaged nursing home in Mdantsane. And for those chasing snow, the Drakensberg Sunny Pass and Giants Castle are winter wonderlands, but visitors are advised to keep an eye on weather alerts when heading into the mountains. In your international news making headlines, President Donald Trump claimed a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine is very close, but criticized President Zelensky for rejecting any compromise over Crimea, calling his comments, quote, inflammatory. Now, Ukraine refuses to cede any territory occupied since 2014. Meanwhile, U.S. officials scramble to salvage peace talks after a proposed U.S. plan angered allies by suggesting concessions favoring Russia, including dropping sanctions and blocking Ukraine's NATO hopes. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance warned America might, quote, walk away if negotiations stall further. Meanwhile, in a bizarre twist on wildlife crime, Kenyan police raided a guest house near Hell's Gate National Park and found not ivory or rhino horn, but queen ants, trafficked by two Belgian teens, a Vietnamese man and a Kenyan accomplice. All pleaded guilty and are awaiting sentencing. Queen ants, vital for reproducing entire colonies, are worth thousands depending on species and rarity. Now, prosecutors estimate the seized ants could fetch up to $1 million in Europe, threatening Kenya's fragile ecosystem. And closing off, we head here in a little entertainment snippet this morning. We have to look at a twist no one saw coming. Elizabeth Hurley and Billy Ray Cyrus are Instagram official after she posted a sweet Easter snap of him kissing her cheek. Now, reactions poured in. Some fans celebrated, including Hurley's son Damien, while others raised their eyebrows. The 63-year-old achy breaky heart singer recently ended a short-lived marriage and drew concern after a strange January performance at a President Trump event. He and 59-year-old Hurley met filming Christmas in Paradise in 2022 on the Caribbean island of Nevis. Now, they've been seeing each other romantically for a bit, but since now Liz visited him for Easter, they've confirmed that what began on set has now blossomed into something more personal and something very public. Well, we'll definitely keep our eyes on that to see that blossoming relationship, hopefully leading to something so much more. So where we leave your 7 o'clock news, let's see what is happening with your sports stars with Raul.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yes, if you're a Liverpool fan, we just have to hold off a little longer. Now, Jean-Philippe Matete's superb late goal earned Crystal Palace a 2-2 draw at Arsenal, delaying Liverpool's title celebrations. Now, Jakub Kuviar and Leandro Trossard scored for the Gunners, while Eberechi Eze netted a stunner for Palace. Now, Liverpool now just need a point against Spurs to secure the title, with Arsenal shifting focus to their Champions League semi-final. Well, moving over to the world of cycling right now, and Tadej Pogačar conquered the brutal Mur de Riu, and that was to win the Flèche Wallonne Classic, powering clear after a 205-kilometer slog in cold, rainy conditions. Now, the Slovenian held off Kevin Vukelen and Tom Pidcock, and that was to reclaim the title. And with form returning, Pogačar now targets Sunday's grueling Liège-Bastogne-Liège, and that's where he'll look to defend his crown. Well, from cycling to golf, and Jose Maria Olazabal also has been named Europe's vice-captain for the 2025 Ryder Cup, joining Luke Donald's team for the showdown at Bethpage Black. Now, the 59-year-old Spaniard, a two-time Masters champion and Ryder Cup legend, brings experience and passion as Europe aims to defend the title and secure another win on US soil. Now, we move to the world of cricket, and Rohit Sharma smashed 70 runs off 46 balls as Mumbai Indians cruised to a 7-wicket win over Sunrisers Hyderabad. And that was chasing 144 runs with ease to climb to third in the IPL. Now, Heinrich Klaasen struck a defiant 63 runs, but Sunrisers never recovered after losing 5 early wickets, suffering their 6th loss in 8 games. Well, that's a roundup of sport. We'll do it all again in an hour, but I know many of you are heading out on the roads right now, so let's see how we can assist you in the world of traffic.
Thank you so much, Ryle. And yes, let's check out what's happening in your world of traffic, Mzansi, so we can get you through easily. Let's start off in Gauteng, city of Tshwane. There's been an explosion, unfortunately, at Waltloo substation. Emergency services are on scene and motorists are advised to avoid the affected area as clouds of black smoke are likely to obstruct one's vision. So please plan your route accordingly over there. Then still in Gauteng and Midrand, back-to-back traffic is being experienced between the N1 southbound at Old Joburg Road towards the N1 southbound at Olifantsfontein Road. Delays are expected if you're making use of that route, so do make sure that you allow yourself some time. For now, let's check out what's happening in your weather. This morning, the South African Weather Service has issued multiple warnings as wild weather rolls across the country. An orange level 5 warning for severe thunderstorms and flooding affects parts of Free State, Northwest, Gauteng, as well as Mpumalanga. Yellow level 4 alerts cover Limpopo, Northern Mpumalanga, or rather Gauteng, Mpumalanga Highveld, and KZN. Yellow level 2 warnings extend across Free State, Northwest, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and Eastern Cape, with risks of flooding, hail, and damage to infrastructure. Cold, wet conditions grip KZN with possible snow on its southwestern highlands. Motorists and farmers are urged to please take precautions over there as roads may become treacherous. We'll keep you up to date with anything else you may need to know. But for right now, we want to know, what does your side of life look like? My friend, it is the sunrise view that always puts a smile on my face, and I know the rest of Mzansi. This is why we ask you to always show us. And thank you so much to Gail Johnston from Pelican Park, where it is going to be 22 degrees Celsius. What do you mean by this, Gail? This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just like, how did you even get this specific picture? It looks like a sunrise, but a sunset, and all of the colors are just coming together so beautifully. Thank you so much, Gail, and I hope that you are having a beautiful morning for blessing us this morning. You, Mzansi, need to now do the right thing and also come through with your sunrise view and show us what your side of life is looking like. 063-036-9649 is the number. You can send it through on WhatsApp, and we can show the rest of the country. For now, things are quite rainy across all over. Let's check out what's happening with your temperatures.
Chilly weather, yes, but do I have something to heat you up? Also, yes, because I've got to ask you this one question, Mzansi. Will you be playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot this Thursday? Now, listen, that's $500,000. We're not messing around here, so please do not miss out. Buy your tickets now in store. You could head over to the website, nationallottery.co.za. And while you're scrolling today, there's the mobile app, there's cell phone banking, or head to your keypad and dial *120 *7529#, and that is for USSD. Now, as you know, we've got your back, so these details are on our Expresso social pages. Go and check them out and get yourself in the running to win big, massively even, because I've got to ask, will the 500,000 Rand Daily Lotto jackpot be yours? If you're nodding vigorously, then I believe you. Play now, and that is how you find out. But now, though, we are in the second hour of your Feel Good show, so let's find out what's on the menu.
Oh, let's zip up and get ready for the next few hours, because it's just going to be more magic. And listen, looking at this, it looks like absolute magic. These are barbecue pulled pork sliders, and we're going to show you exactly how to perfect these little puppies over here, and definitely show off for your guests. And someone I think who's been showing off right now is a man by the name of Pilar Koshin, who has just been awarded the newcomer at the Metro FM Awards. And we're going to discuss that and all the incredibleness behind this man's career in just a bit, Mzansi. So you've got every reason to stick around, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after this. Ooh, these look good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, happy birthday, Mzansi. Why do I say it's your birthday? Because it's a good day to be together and celebrate, okay? And a very happy Thursday to you. I tell you all of this because, my friend, we are celebrating the fact that the Metro FM Music Awards are just 2 weeks away. So what better way can we celebrate by bringing on some of the people who are actually nominated there? One such person is Pilar Koshin, who, in fact, my friend, is nominated for Best New Artist. Now, he is somebody who can change absolutely just the atmosphere of where you are with the incredible music that he creates, but he's also doing the things in terms of inspiring people, because he's not just a musician, he's also a DJ, a producer, and of course doing incredible things like scoring the likes of Uzalo on SABC 1, yeah, the biggest show in the whole entire country. Thank you very much. And more than anything, I think that it is really just about how he gives himself to his gift. Everyone, let's welcome to the show, Pilar Koshin. Pilar, how are you?
Hi, that was a good intro, man.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Sneaky way. My boss, she
All
did
right.
it. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So
Did
yeah.
well.
Yeah, she did very well. But how are you, Budi?
I'm okay. How are you doing, man?
I'm amazing. I mean, you should be like, I'm nominated. That's how you must answer. Oh, I'm successful.
Yeah.
You know?
Call me the nominee now. Yeah.
That's right, exactly.
Fantastic.
But Pilar, before we get to that, I mean,
Sure.
you're someone who released a debut album at the age of 16 years
Yeah.
old. Tender age. You know, when did you know that this was your gift?
I think I knew it in inception. You know, I worked in entertainment very early when I was 12. You know, I
Sure.
did TV when I was 12. So I knew where I was supposed to go.
Yeah.
At some point, I had to, when I did tertiary, actually, I upped and left where I used to be and just decided to go to Durban.
At the age of what?
17, I think I was 17, 18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so then I thought TV was in Durban, but I lied to myself. So I ended up in radio and music. So yeah.
I love that. I mean, I feel like things happen the way they're meant to all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Yes, I feel like your journey even is testament to that exactly.
And of course, yeah.
But now, you know, you're someone who's gone from being a little bit behind the scenes to stepping into the spotlight.
Yeah.
Speak to us about that. How has that journey been so far?
It's been fun. Look, I've done music for quite a while. I mean, co-producing and producing some of the biggest songs, and also signing big artists. It was fun, but hey, I super my artist.
Pilar throwing shade.
No,
It's so early.
No. Sometimes it gets crazy. So when I took a break and I just focused on radio and TV, and then I wanted to come back into music.
Yes.
I thought maybe let me come back and give music, because I was a musician before. You know, I signed the likes of Sense and Beast and others. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you absolutely did the most, which is why I think it's so easy for you to step back right into it. It feels like riding a bicycle.
Sekai.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Love Back being your comeback song.
Sure.
You know, why specifically this song? Why specifically now? Why did it feel so right for you to do so?
Okay, so the song was done about 3 years ago with Mondli Ngobo.
Oh, wow.
We co-wrote it, and then it just parked. We never really released it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come back with something I knew and understood that it will actually rock. So Love Back was the one. And fortunately enough, there was a very pretty lady that wanted to actually sing in the song.
Yeah,
and
oh,
agreed. No. No, that's
I thought you were telling me about a pretty lady who wanted Love Back or something.
No.
But yeah.
A beautiful songstress that agreed to actually sing the song, because initially it was sang by
Yes.
someone else.
She's so good.
Yeah, she's very good.
She's incredible.
I know that for sure. So yeah, then here we are.
And here we are now. And we're able to say congratulations on your
Yeah.
MMA nomination, which is so amazing. I mean, this is really something that I think is so special because of where you are in your career.
Sure.
Best New Artist. You know, what would it mean for you to win something like this?
Look, it'd be nice. I always say that it's also going to help me be able to continue inspiring like young artists.
Yes.
Because now when you tell the story, they'll look, guy, that's the award-winning guy.
That's right.
So it'll be very nice, yeah.
I love that. And tell me as well, just about the experience so far, because I mean, they called you, they said, Pilar, you are a nominee for the MMAs.
Yeah.
Where were you when you found out, and what did you feel?
I think I was in bed. I was at home. I just had finished a radio run, because I'm doing radio tours since November.
Yes.
So yeah, they said you're nominated. I first didn't believe it, but yeah, I checked again.
Hi.
And I did the high five.
Pila, you thought it was one of those emails that says a Nigerian prince has your inheritance.
Something like that. Something like that. But it was quite. I think I can't even believe it. I've even seen some of the support I'm getting from people saying like we're actually voting.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand much. The category that I'm in, those guys are very talented.
Yeah.
But I've understood it well that you can only win this by voting.
Yes.
So people must just vote.
So speaking of voting,
Yeah.
how can we vote for you? And also, I mean, you're equally as talented because you're there in the pool.
Yeah. I'm on it also. Okay, so cool. Voting is *120*45 787 hash.
Amazing.
Then it will ask you, you understand that it's 150 whatever. Yeah, you say yes. And then it will give you a category. Then you just press 0 so that you go to 10.
Yes.
When you get to 10, select 10. Just don't make a mistake and select any other number after
Not
that.
9 or 11, 10.
Yeah, 10. And then go straight to number 2.
Yes.
Because if you go to the others, then me and you are not friends.
Ish.
So number 2 is the one.
Don't do that.
So
Yes.
number 2 is Pila Koshin, and that's where you'll find me.
I love that. Top 2, and number 2, but going to be number 1 on the night.
Probably going to be number 1.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I love
Looking
it.
forward to that.
Oh, man. And Pila, I mean, I think you also just are so deserving because of the way in which you're just so dynamic and you do so many different things.
Yeah.
Like we spoke about, you now scoring Uzalo on SABC 1.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I feel like it's such a difficult job because you kind of have to make people feel emotions just using the music.
Yeah, it also helped me that I actually went to school for such things, and also that I worked in a theater for the longest of time. So creating moods and everything else is not too hard.
So you felt at home essentially. I love that. I love that. And what did it mean to you? What was your favorite part of it in terms of being part of that? Because I mean, like I said, it's the biggest show in the whole country.
Yeah, it was an honor. Look, I've done other TV scoring before, but it was an honor to be on the number 1 show.
Yes.
And the guys are also trying to give me some new challenges, and it's quite fun. There's another show that is also coming, which is Amalanga Fun.
Yes. Yeah. We're even celebrating tonight. Yes.
So people should look out for good music that will come from there, either commercial or cinematomic or whatever. Yeah.
Beautiful. And I mean, earlier on you mentioned the fact that for you it's about inspiring young people.
Yep.
As we wrap
That's
up
my
very
goal,
quickly, what advice would you give to any young artists that are watching you right now?
Your dreams are valid, man. And there's no substitute for hard work and research. If you're not going to be prepared, shame. You're going to find challenges and you wouldn't know where to go. Because the only thing that's important and expensive is knowledge.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that. Pila, congratulations. We're very excited for you. All the best for the 3rd of May.
All right.
I'm
cool,
going to
thank
be
you.
there.
I will include you in my speech here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. As the person who interviewed me a few weeks ago, the boss is saying you have to include her as a speaker. She knows. Amazing. Pila, this is why we love you.
Okay.
And this is why you better vote Mzansi, okay? Did you hear this man? He's part of the Expresso family, okay? And he is going to be hopefully taking that trophy come the 3rd of May right in Bombela at the stadium that we are going to be celebrating all of the incredible artists in South Africa that entertain us and allow us to feel things all the time with their music. It is going to be live on SABC 1, 8 p.m. on the 3rd of May. But if you're in and around Mpumalanga, go and get yourself a ticket. There's a CompuTicket where you can get it. And I promise you the prices are so lovely that it's going to feel like nothing, okay? We cannot wait for that night. It's going to be big. It's going to be huge. Right about now, though, we still have big things coming up on the show. And my friends in Cape TZ4, she's having a good time. Guys, what's going on?
About a good time.
This is it. We're dancing for our pulled pork sliders. It's going to be good.
Wow,
I hope you're excited.
I'm excited for this one. Are we making it from scratch?
We really are, because
Wow.
these barbecue pulled pork sliders are just the perfect way to level up a Thursday night dinner. It is easy, it is comforting, and packed with so much flavor. Now, we have the tender, slow-cooked pork, the tangy barbecue sauce, and then, of course, we've got soft buns coming together for a meal. It kind of feels like a weekend getaway,
Yo.
even though you may be remaining here. Did I get it right? Romania?
Okay, I see what you're trying to
messed
do
it
there.
up, it's fine. All right, let's get into the dry rub first,
Yeah,
right?
this is very, very intimidating, very, very overwhelming for many people. So please tell
It's
us
a
how we
big
get
piece of
this
meat.
right, especially with a big piece of meat. We've invested a lot of money into it. We want to get it right, and I think these steps are very, very crucial.
100%. Do you want to be on rubbing duty or should I?
Ooh, rubbing duty. That sounds fun.
Okay.
Pick me.
Okay.
Pick me.
Go ahead. So we'll use the oil, just a little bit of it, and then we're going to go in with paprika.
Are you making a rub?
I am.
Oh, like a basting sort of a vibe.
Yes.
I love
and then
it.
you're going to go ahead and rub it on the meat. And then we've got onion and garlic powder.
Lekker.
Just move that around a little bit.
Nice.
And then we've also got some spicy
Okay,
powder.
so warmth, a bit of the good stuff. This is something I could definitely get used to, and then mix that up, and you got
And you
yourself.
don't want too much oil because, like I said, it has to be kind of a dry-ish rub because we do have the wet rub going in afterwards.
Okay.
So we just want it to kind of stick together.
Looks about right. All right.
You can go ahead and rub
So I can go ahead and rub this in. So I don't know if you guys can see this though, but it is like a little crumbly, a little bit of
I
moisture
think
in
you
there
should
as
use your
well.
hands.
I think I might, but I think let me just see what I can do here. So literally, oh no,
There you
it
go.
works perfect. It's almost like a paste. That's what it feels like in terms of the consistency that we're working with here right now. So you might get a little bit of the pieces crumbling here and there, but
Make sure
I
you
know
get it
that
in the in-betweens.
yes, the in-between bits, of course, this is going to really absorb in it right now. Should I be turning this and getting the other side, or are we just going to do like a
I
top
think
side?
just the top is
All
fine.
right, nice.
Because eventually what we're doing is we're going to pull the pork, right? So
Yeah,
the
okay,
sauce will
of
get
course,
everywhere
yeah.
anyway.
Definitely. So let me
and
just
this is a pork roast. So
get this in the cracks there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys can see this, Mzansi, but I'm going to just turn this around so you guys can understand what's going on here. So obviously we've got these little cut lines in between here that we've created, and that's just going to allow for this basting and the sauce to get absorbed into the meat and
Absolutely.
allow it to like kind of just tenderize it at the same time, I think.
And
So
get all the flavor involved in every crevice. All right, once that's going, I'm going to go in with the wetter part. So we've got some actual barbecue sauce, but we're going to enhance it just a little bit more.
Don't mind me interrupting you here, but I need to ask before you finish that. How do we prepare this? Obviously, it goes in the oven, right?
Yes.
How long, though? Because you
Like
want it to go like
long.
long, low, and slow, I would imagine.
Absolutely. So like 3 hours, 4 hours in the oven.
This is like
And it's
falling
going to
off.
fall apart.
I love that. Okay.
And a low heat as well.
Low and slow.
Low and
All right.
slow.
Sorry for interrupting there, but where were we at?
But this is also going to go on top of there. So we've got barbecue sauce. We've also got beef stock. We've also
Nice.
got vinegar. So in terms of tenderizing, this is
Absolutely.
gonna do
Yeah,
the
that's
things.
definitely going to soften the meat up and make this a pulled sensation.
I like that. That's Worcester sauce. And then, of course, pork loves sweet things. So
does.
we're going to go in with some sugar.
It does.
And that's going to caramelize it really nicely.
So what exactly is this that you're creating? Because we've got the like sort of, what are we calling this? A bit of a basting, a bit of a
Right.
paste-based flavor. What is this?
So eventually, once the pork is cooked, right? It's gonna have juices all around it,
Yes.
which yes, it's from the pork, but it's also from this. And then you're gonna pull it apart and put it back into the oven with the sauce, which we'll do now. So let me just pour this over.
And then this is obviously, I would imagine, also going to keep it moist, stop it
Keep
from
it
drying
absolutely
out.
moist,
And really,
yes.
oh my
So
goodness.
that gets covered with foil now, and it goes into the oven for 2 to 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours, depending on your oven. And at a low heat, 160, 180, just keep your eye on it. And then what happens is we get that reduced sauce over there at the base of it, right?
Okay, and it's actually like
And-
thickened up quite a bit.
Exactly.
I don't know if you guys can check that out, but it's a lot thicker. The consistency is absolutely perfect for a sauce. I love that.
Oh,
so
no.
you're going to need this? What, did we miss something?
No, you put the raw rub in the cooked sauce.
I
don't think
did
we-
do that. I did do that. I apologize.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, we would basically have to use that sauce
Yeah.
in here and mix it together, but we don't want to get any cross-contamination. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna use this right now. You know what? I'll just use a little bit of this sauce. That's fine. Just to show you, I want to show you at least one burger example. So I'll just do it in the corner
But this is
here.
like the fun part, right?
This is the fun
We've prepared the
part.
meat, we've got everything sorted out, and now we're kind of like
Yes.
assembling it.
Exactly.
So this is where the family could really get involved. You want some helping hands. If
It
you've got
would be so much fun to have kids do this with you. So then you would
Absolutely.
have the pulled pork, which you'll pull apart in a bit, and then you.
Oh, again,
Thank
Tiffany has just
you.
come through this entire morning from trying to save us on the blender to saving us with some more pulled pork.
I think Mira has it in the kitchen.
It's perfect though, because we're showing you, Mzansi, what not to do.
Exactly.
And how almost foolproof this recipe really is, because if Chris and I can somehow at the end of it get a recipe together, then you don't have to stress. There's no pressure on you whatsoever. That looks
Right.
good.
So it looks at this is what it's supposed to look
Yes.
like. All right. You get your sliders, just your mini buns. You could use bigger ones too. You get your pickle. I love a pickle.
Oh, yeah.
I love a gherkin.
It gives you that like that texture change. You want to break in
Yes.
texture. You want a nice soft or crispy
the
roll.
tanginess.
You want that beautiful pulled pork, which is also so soft and juicy. Then you get the tanginess coming from our veg, and the freshness and the crunch coming from the carrots.
And that is your
Wow!
pulled pork slider.
Nicely done.
Isn't that
Hey, man, I
cute?
think this actually, I dare say it, it might look better than Tiff's version.
I don't think you want to
I'm only playing. I'm not making any enemies
Not
with
the
Tiff after
kitchen
she saved us in the kitchen. But again, Mzansi, you can save yourself by just heading over to expressoshow.com. Follow the steps. It's so simple. It's so easy. And even if you try, like Carissa and I are doing, try and ruin it. You can't.
You can't,
It still just
actually.
turns out to be incredible. And I'm telling you, your guests are going to think the exact same thing.
Wow.
Voila. Pulled barbecue pork sliders like you've never seen before. Mzansi, expressoshow.com. Get it while it's hot. Well done.
Eventually
Well done.
we got there,
All right,
didn't we?
listen, there's still so much to look forward to. We're going to prepare the rest of this while we check in with Zanele and ask her what's happening on our Feel Good Breakfast show. We still got a lot of time left.
Well done, my friends. Well done. Well done, my friends. Well done. I am so proud of you guys. Haven't seen a comeback like that since Patricia Delo. I'm absolutely proud of you guys. Well done. Now, look, friends, as you can see, we always bring it together. And this morning, we're bringing together you and great music, which is why Pila Koshin is going to be performing live right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, all in the name of celebrating Best New Artist nomination that he got at the Metro FM Music Awards. And then we're also going to be getting into how you can talk more and pay less with MTN's brand new app. I am so excited for all of us to just celebrate with them, but also take a hold of that greatness of being able to talk more and pay less. I'm going to talk a little bit less for the next 2 minutes because we're going to take a short break. But when we come back, it's more chats between you and us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast show. And let me tell you, so much happening right here. And especially when we're about to talk to some things that involve big moves. And big moves, small moves, and everything in between these moves. Now, I want to go over to Kukle, who's been going to chat to us about how you can make these moves today. So, Kukle, what's happening on your side? Are you there?
A very good morning to everyone in studio. Molweni nonke eMzansi namhlanje ndiphethe indaba ezimnandi kakhulu kwinkqubo yethu. What if I told you there was an easier way to make moves? Here's how I make moves ebomini bam, which is the epitome. Epitome. Ayibo, hi, eligama lizanditribulisha. Just give me a second there, thank you.
Okay, hang on a second, guys. It looks like, I don't know what's going on here. It looks like Kukle maybe run out of words or an English bundle. I don't know what's happening. Kukle, are you still with? Hello? Oh, wait. Okay. It looks like Kukle's back. I think she just ran out of something there. Kukle, you with us? Hello?
Well, there we go. English data bundles recharged, locked and loaded. It happens to the best of us when we run out of English bundles, right? Kodwa I say ongxaki because with the new MTN app, we don't have to worry about all of that. It's the same MTN app that we know and love and enjoy, but much better. That recharge move, this app. So make sure that you download the new MTN app today.
All right, well played. I see what you did there. Absolutely love it, Kukli. And I think this is something that we can all talk about right now, because bundles may run out, that's a definite. But I think when it comes to MTN's innovation, and especially the innovation that's happening right now, it definitely doesn't. Now, we're talking about everything happening here, a new app, everything from behind the scenes and so much more. This literally is the epitome of what we're talking about right now. And we've got the man himself to discuss this excitement in studio. We've spoken to Kukli, but we've got our general manager of digital entertainment, Gareth Murphy, in the building. And I got to say, man, thank you so much. This is exciting to say the least. And I want to talk about this new app. It's a different app. It's something that many MTN consumers and those that are probably going to transfer over MTN now are going to be excited about it. But plug me in on what's happening here, Gareth.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So yeah, the new MTN app, we've actually rebuilt. It's not a simple upgrade from the old MTN app that many customers use today, but we have completely redesigned and rebuilt the MTN app from scratch using new technology and hopefully a complete refresh, new look and feel that brings a more simplified, improved performance and new secure environment to our MTN customers.
And I think this is absolute perfect timing, because we are in this forever changing world and everything is constantly moving around us. We need a way to get this efficiency. How do you think it's bringing that improvement of a digital experience to the customers that are going to be using this new app?
So with the new app, we want to give customers complete control and convenience to their MTN products. And I think some of the new exciting features that we have in the app are the ability for customers to create linked accounts. And really what that means is, as a customer, I might have some dependents. That might be a teenager at high school or a university student or even a grandmother that lives far away. I can now have the ability to link a number of accounts and manage them all within one place. Keep an eye on what their balances look like, top them up. We've also got things like personalized offers, which means as a customer, I can get an offer inside the app that's not available to me anywhere else. We've got something called app exclusives, which are actually the best data offers that you can find as an MTN customer, only available within the MTN app.
Oh, that's amazing, man. And the fact that you're also not providing this blanket approach, but you're almost providing an individual solution for each consumer. I love this concept. One thing that really startles many of us in this day and age is this concept of security. There's so much happening and we're constantly having to look over our shoulder. How are you ticking this box when it comes to MTN? Are you providing us with some sort of sense of like calm in the space?
So absolutely. So what we've done with the new app is that we've introduced biometrics. And I think in the old app, we used to use something called a one-time PIN to access the app. And unfortunately, this is susceptible to fraud. And now with biometrics, we allow a customer to go into the app and use facial biometrics to authenticate themselves. And this provides a much enhanced protection and security mechanism to customers. And only once they've been able to verify themselves, we allow them to perform certain transactions. And we've also brought in the convenience of being able to log into the app using facial or fingerprint biometrics.
I love this, man, because one of the things that I often hear people speaking about is the fact that they don't always feel safe and they're not sure if their money is actually going to go where they want to. So I think this is going to be a perfect solution. I think of my parents in this situation. They're so susceptible to all these sort of cyber crimes and hacking and things. So this is going to give my parents a definite sense of calm and sense of security here. So thank you for this, Gareth. How will you, though, transition users from the old app to the new app? Is it going to be quite a process?
So the old app is still available for customers to use. And I know we've got millions of customers that currently use that. So we won't be doing away with the old app immediately. We will be communicating to customers through the old app, telling them that the new app is there and urging them to go on and download the new app and set themselves up. And then the great thing is for customers that have never downloaded or used the app before, once they download and set up a profile, they also get 1 gig of data free to use on the house.
Hold up now. I don't know if you heard that correctly, but if you're signing up, you get 1 gig of data for free. Everybody's jumping on this one now. Gareth, thank you so much. I want to talk about the broader vision with this app, because I can imagine that this is a big step, but there are so many more steps that I know MTN are consistently looking towards. Where do you go from here?
Yeah, so this app becomes a key component in this broader digital ecosystem that we're building out for our customers. And really what we're wanting to do is bring the most convenient, simplified way for our customers to manage their MTN life. And we still got today many customers that use USSD, for example.
Yeah.
And through the app, a customer can actually get a much more intuitive, personalized experience that we can't offer on USSD. And I think the other great thing for when utilizing the app is that it's zero rated. And what that means is that when you use the actual app, it doesn't consume any of your own data.
Oh, amazing.
It's absolutely free to use while you're using it. And we want the app to become the central point for a customer to turn to when they need to do something. It's available 24/7, everything's real time, so it should be the most convenient way for you as an MTN customer to service yourself.
I mean, literally just seeing the example right now, it all makes sense to me how quickly Kukle was able to re-upload and get more data just so that she could come straight back to us, search for her words. And I know us on this end are always using data constantly on the field to research, get a good link in. So this is going to be absolutely brilliant. I can't thank you enough for this. And I think for you, Mzansi, this is what it's about. We're talking about big moves that are made simple. And from English bundles to easy app access, MTN is keeping us all connected in smarter ways. So if you haven't already, here's your opportunity to download the new MTN app today and make your next move a really smart one. Go for it, man.
Oh, my goodness. I'm standing here and I'm so excited for what is about to be such a beautiful performance because, Mzansi, we promised you that we would be jumping into something that is so special with the award-nominated Pila Caution as well as the beautiful Zinnia. They've got a song called Love Back and it is happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Everybody, let's give it up.
They were right. Said that I'd be miserable without you. They were right. Pashawati no kumbula. They were right. Said that I'd be miserable without you. They were right. Another chance. I'm willing to give us another try. Could this be the last time? I'll never
My friend, it is none other than Zinnia as well as Pila Koshin. And he is the person that we are celebrating being nominated for the Metro FM Music Awards happening on the 3rd of May in Bombela Stadium. Be there or be square. You're going to be missing out, okay? But my friends, I tell you this, there's so much more coming up right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is going to be still just a party. We have some other peeps who are just as talented as this ones, who are just doing the things, and we cannot wait to show you. But you'll miss out if you leave now. So stick around. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh yes, Mzazi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And let me tell you, Thursdays never felt as good, and we nowhere near done with the show. I'm celebrating that.
I am celebrating along with you, Ryle, because we're switching gears and talking bold design, AI smarts, and durability that's ready for real life. Can you imagine? Life reflecting art, art reflecting life?
I'm here for this, man. Now listen, it's not just a phone, it's a whole vibe. And Carl's going to give us an exclusive look at what the awesome intelligent hype is all about with Samsung. Let's go.
Awesome.
Intelligence is forever, everyone.
I definitely believe that myself and you need to look to the future of affordable tech, because tonight, the City of Gold joins forces with Samsung as we unveil the brand new Galaxy A series, which is powered by unimaginable AI features and also built for the awesome in mind. And of course, it's yours truly, and you know what that means. You're getting a front row seat. I mean, she's such a regular on our show, and we absolutely love her. KG, the head of marketing here at Samsung, really launching incredible things here. Tell me, how do you believe with this ever-evolving world of the smartphone era, how do you believe Samsung Galaxy A series is making such an incredible standing out shift?
South Africans love the A series. In actual fact, for most South Africans, their first phone was a Galaxy A series. We are celebrating 11 years of this amazing device in this country. So it's safe to say that we've been leading and we continue to lead. The good thing now is that we're leading with AI on A. So it's not just awesome, but it's awesome intelligence.
You guys have really changed, I think, the shapeway of the experience. How do you believe that this is shifting for your users?
It's about making AI more mainstream and more accessible. It doesn't have to be just on the A series, which is for our flagship devices. It's more about how do we give it to all everyday South Africans to use. I mean, object eraser, the AI camera, etc., etc. It's now available at an affordable price for most South Africans.
Awesome.
The Galaxy A series has had such an incredible impact on South Africa. What do you believe, as the product lead, that it's had an impact in this country so far?
We saw the stats earlier, literally 50% over the period of the last year of South African consumers in this specific segment are using A series. We've delved deeper into what is it exactly that makes A series so popular. It's not just the price or technology, but it's really the quality, the durability of the devices, the consistency and reliability. And ultimately, South Africans are not just looking on price. They're looking for their trusted brand. They're looking for a premium experience, the premium quality of the device, and ultimately they're looking for true value.
In the new A series, design has been of paramount importance. We want it to look like a really top-end, like a flagship device. It's got to have that premiumness to it. I believe that's been achieved. We continue to enhance the battery of the device. We want a long-lasting battery. We want our phones to be able to go with us all day, every day. But then we've brought some really cool features, like we've introduced Samsung SOS Plus. This is on-demand, real-time emergency medical and security support to our A26, 36 and 56 users. We want you to have an unbelievable experience with the device.
The stats are out there. Only 90% of South Africans can access private security, and only those that have medical aid can access private ambulance. We are democratizing this whole thing, and it's a shared value concept. There are millions of people that need these services. Human beings need three things. They need food, water, and safety. If they don't have that, they're not thinking about tomorrow. They're not innovating. They're thinking about how do I survive today. That's what we're doing with Samsung, democratizing.
The Samsung SOS Plus. That for me is literally, I think, something that changes the lives of South Africans. We've always wanted something like this. I know me as a South African who has been a victim of crime, knowing that I can literally just call Samsung SOS Plus. I know where the responder is. That honestly is just what I feel safety and feeling like you're okay is all about.
Game start.
I think as a creator, having your practical tools that you can thrive as a creator that Samsung gives you on a day-to-day is brilliant. But I think bringing those tools to anybody, regardless of how much money you're making, how many numbers you've got on social media, is really important as well. And I think to be able to access it, number one, it gives you the world.
As a creative myself, I feel like this is a gadget that all creatives should have. It's so versatile and dynamic, and I'm excited to get one.
With the massive integration of awesome intelligence and AI being so massively included, what is the price differentiation now?
So from a pricing perspective, we've actually maintained the pricing, so it hasn't gone up at all. The A56 is at 10,999, the A36 is at 749, and A26 at 499. So still very affordable and available to purchase on contract or on cash. So anybody purchasing these devices for cash from a retailer or otherwise, effectively get the opportunity to own a Fit 3 for just $499. That's a massive saving of $700. And if you buy it on contract, you get to just add on a tablet for just 49 rands per month. So those are the two offers that are standing in market at the moment, but devices are readily available in stores right now.
And just like that, I gave you a front row seat, like promised. And what we learned here today is that Samsung South Africa is redefining what awesome means for everyone.
Whoa, that is
Very
so cool. How cool is that event, firstly?
Oh, come on.
The tech, the people out there. It's like all the cool just came together in one moment. Absolutely love it.
I love that, man. Samsung constantly at the forefront of innovation and just making sure that we have the right things in our hands. From smart cameras to rugged design and next level updates, the new Galaxy A series is really built for real life and real adventure.
Absolutely. I think the future just got a serious upgrade. Are you going to put it in your hands, though? You better get it. That's the question. They're going to have just a lot to look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. See you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, you're in the right place to feel good, all in the name of making sure that you have a beautiful Thursday. We're already having a great one because you're here, Feel Good Breakfast Show family. But who else is in the building? Well, my friend, I am talking about hit makers. They are the ones who are making us to not sleep over the weekend. They are running the TikTok streets and they're allowing music to just grow to another level in South Africa, which we absolutely love. Being a country that is enthralled by music all the time because our musicians are so talented. We're joined by none other than Jazzworks and Tugutela, all in the name of celebrating the fact that they have a Metro FM Music Award nominated song, Vuka. The fact that tomorrow they have another song that they are dropping and you're getting an exclusive, beautiful performance that's going to be happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show family. But they also have Isaka 6 a.m. that is taking all of the social media streets by storm. And my friend, we're getting to know them a little bit better. So please, let's give them a feel good welcome. It is none other than Jazzworks and Tugutela. Oh, gents, my gents. How are you guys?
We are good. And you?
I'm amazing. I'm amazing. Okay, gents, let's get to this because I feel like you guys are new to the scene, but you're already running the game.
Yes.
Who is Jazzworks? Who is Tugutela? And how did you guys even get into music? Who wants to start us off?
I'm Kamuhelo Munise, known as Jazzworks.
Yes.
And I'm from Carltonville.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm actually Khotso Dobe, and known as Tugutela, the vocalist. And
Yes.
I'm from Davidson though.
I love that. I love that. So you bring the vocals, you bring the instrument. I love that. And yes, Nico kuf sana. Kufing on the weekends, honestly. But how did you guys get into music?
I actually met Jazz, I think, last year, nah?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, I met Jazz, I think, last year. I was wishing like we would hey, well, I need to meet this guy. Let me try to text him, And then there's this other guy,
Yeah.
And then one no Jazz. And that's where I was like, yo, yeah, I really need to work with this guy. Yeah, like, okay, let's go.
So we celebrity kuye ke wena.
I feel like
yes. Oh, you need to. And guys, we want to understand. Are you a duo or not?
Yeah,
Yeah, we are.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so talk to me. What are your favorite things about working with each other as a duo?
See, understand that, nah? Stand isn't this one.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Jazz.
Almost everything. Like, I got
Yeah.
So,
Really?
yeah.
We have that bond.
Yeah.
Do you guys like finish off each other's sentences? Like when one's thinking an idea, the other one's already thinking it.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. And guys, I mean, I feel like, you know, when we talk about the three-step sound, Nina, you guys are just bringing it to the forefront and say, Tanda Lonto so much because you're doing it in your own way. Why three-step, Aikone, Amapiano, and all these other genres? Why is it the perfect sound for you guys?
Three-step is...
Because, like, you know, like, three-step, you know, it's different, like, in an element, it's different.
It is,
yeah. In an element, it's different, like, you can say, my electro, one tool. Like,
even the goof, like
in a momentum, you would say, I want to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the sound and that's the feeling that you guys are creating.
Yes.
About 90, when we see your songs there on social media, we're like, yes, I want to be there as well, Sana, which is a lot. Because like we said, but it's fine. We will because you guys are doing the things. But let's get to how now you guys are at a point where it's just hit after hit after hit. From Vuka that is nominated to now even Isaka 6 a.m. Guys, talk to us about this. Like, how has your life even changed when it comes to that? You know, and how are you feeling right now in your journey?
We were really like expecting this so much love, ne? But masibona le nto yenzeka manje. Like kuba ngathi iphupho, uyabona iphupho.
Yes.
So vele no, like excited le receive from batho like appreciate.
Natisian appreciate, guys. And even on these songs, who are some of your contributors and what did you guys do exactly? Were you just singing the whole time or did you add a little bit of production? What was going on?
I'm actually doing the vocalist.
Yes.
Like vocalist Saga.
Uzizwa kanjani?
Yeah. Hi, how are you forgetting your own song that's coming out tomorrow? Yes. And then you guys worked with the likes of Mahu as well?
Yeah, which is going to drop today, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Midnight.
And GLCJ, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And how was it working with them?
So amazing.
So
amazing.
Like,
I feel like a connection, yeah, like, Siaponda.
Yeah, Rabonda and
understanding and
the ideas. See, one
it's not really celebrity. What that? Nah, they have that. Yeah, let's go, Chance.
Let's go, Chance. I love that. And guys, nifuna ukwenza ntoni kanye in this music industry? Because already, like I said, hit after hit, you're killing it. Who do you still want to collaborate with? What else do you still want to do?
There's more. What you want to do? Yeah.
Fine.
Are you having your strategy now? Are you having your, is this a planning strategy only now?
Something cooking.
What is something, guys? We're a place of exclusives. But what is something cooking? I heard like whispers of an album, like Ndirongo. I think I've said too much. Maybe I must. Okay, is there work coming? Is there a body of work coming?
Yeah. There's a lot of work coming.
Okay.
There's a lot of work coming.
Okay, fair enough. We absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And guys, I also know that on the night at the Metro FM Music Awards, so basically corner, so we'll be there at the after party celebrating with you. So congratulations on your nomination. But you've already won in our eyes, ne?
Yeah.
We love it. Are you guys ready to perform for us?
Yeah. We can.
We can.
Let's go.
They said they can do it, so we trust them, and we love it, okay? And this is why you got to stick around. It is the guys that are running the music streets. They are doing the things that need to be done, and we cannot wait to get that exclusive of Uzizwa Kanjani, which is going to be happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, because you know we're the home of exclusives. But right about now, let's also find out what else is coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show. What's going on, Cape TZ?
All I'm saying is that we're trying to do the challenge along with you. We can't wait for the gents to perform. It's going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to feel like a Friday on this Thursday. In fact, let's call it a Klein Vrydag, just because we've got the best of the best in studio. I heard Mahu's joining as well. CJ Tugatela as well as, I got his name. It is... You see, you were supposed to help me. Jazz works.
I was supposed to help you out, but I was just thinking of the warm retreat that's coming through as well. So we got that box ticked, and then we're also going to give you some comfort ahead of the cold season. Yes, the temperatures are going down, but we're going to keep your spirits up. Don't go anywhere, Mzansi.
Welcome back, Expresso fam. Thank you so much for choosing us for your Thursday morning, because right now I'm going to transform your life as you transform your home into the perfect winter retreat. And that is with seasonal homeware essentials. Now, head of trend and design, our girl Shekinah Rose is back in studio to join us and showcase luxurious soft textures, as well as warm, earthy tones, cozy throws and blankets, decorative accents, and stylish tablescape must-haves. And that's going to get us ready for the colder months ahead. Shekinah, welcome.
Yes. Hello. Thank you for having
You look
me.
so winter ready.
Yes, it's quite cold outside. It's quite nippy. So
the whole country is experiencing something right now. Winter is here. So we are heading into the coldest season, and we kind of want to transform our homes a bit. It must be cozy, but it must also look really good.
Always.
Where do we begin?
Yes. Okay, so our theme for the higher winter period, because I know we covered autumn recently, but we're making some shifts as we transition into the slightly more colder months. So we're going into a slightly more future heirloom theme for the high fashion. So when we talk bedroom specifically, spend most of your time in bed.
It's hibernation season.
Most of your time in bed. So we're introducing this beautiful sateen Egyptian cotton bed with the white and this beautiful sort of watercolor print on it with in the season relevant tones. And then again, our Egyptian cotton bedding comes in plains as well. So you can alternate between the plains and the prints, or you can actually layer them together. And then again, we've got sheeting options to complement the prints on the bed. So that is absolutely crucial. I think for winter also, just to create that sanctuary in your bedroom, you want to bulk up your bed. So I would almost say you want to swap out your medium weight inner to a slightly more warmer inner, just to create a little bit of fullness on the bed. And then again, I recommend the duck down fold inners. That's perfect because it's warmer, but it's more breathable, so it doesn't, overheat you in any way. From a styling point of view, once you've now sort of layered your bed, you want to layer it with textures. So furs, your knitted throws. So you can go very chunky. We've got this beautiful two-tone fur, and then again the stripes on the knitted throws. So again, just layers and layers of throws. Perfect for styling, and I don't think no bedroom is complete without a beautiful scent. So to create that ambience in your room, I highly recommend one of our fragrances. We've got beautiful scents coming in the season, so you can see the Soho range is a limited edition range. It's has notes of pear and freesia, so perfect, and warm woody tones in some of our hot collections, so perfect for winter to create that beautiful sanctuary that you want.
And a sanctuary it will be when it comes to comfort, when it comes to warmth, you definitely have that covered. All the decorative pieces are done in the bedroom. Maybe we should move on to the dining as well, because we want to make sure the entire home is taken care of, right? All right, so let's move on over here and talk a little bit about how to elevate our winter tablescapes. And already, look how good it looks. So where do we begin here?
Absolutely. So I think for winter, you want to create a little bit of a mood when you do your dining setting, something very inviting and warm. We've got two looks that you can actually work with, or that I recommend. Again, just true to that heirloom sort of feel, we've included some metallics, the amber on the drinkware. We introduced this beautiful sort of heirloom-inspired embroidered table linen. So again, with the tablecloth and the napkin. What's absolutely a must-have this winter is our vitrified porcelain. It's actually strengthened porcelain in this beautiful deep green. Again, in that winter-relevant tones. This is actually chip-resistant, so it's supposed to last you longer.
Again,
So really good value for money in this collection.
And their mugs also.
And then it has a mug and a tea story as well. So again, that heirloom effect coming through with the deep olives, the embroidered effect and the amber, so slightly more glamorous. Then you want to layer or ground your table with beautiful husk placemats, just to create a little bit of surface interest on the table. That's absolutely key for that winter feel. And then just to soften the table, I mean these beautiful curved lines on the vessels.
I've been seeing very organic and interesting shapes.
Yes, it's just again to enhance that feeling of softness and calm into the space. Where from summer we came from the clean lines, so now we're going a little bit more organic. So that's absolutely crucial to style your table with, and you can even use these in the bedroom. So they're quite versatile. And then for a second look, if you want something a little bit more modern, not as luxurious as that, cleaner, contemporary, we've got the Sahara range, again with the surface interest on the dinnerware. And this is an absolute must-have.
This is so beautiful.
So we're introducing this gauzy fabric in ivory and natural, again, very contemporary. and modern with the scalloped little detail on the edge.
That also
as well
matches the
on
table
the table.
linen.
So again, for this look, it's slightly cleaner. You can pair it with beautiful clear drinkware, with the swirl effect. Again, surface interest, and then wood is always a must-have.
I love the fact that Woolies always brings in the natural, always brings the outside into the home.
The outdoors into the interior, and again, the natural grains just completely grounds this entire setting, whether you go luxurious or whether you go with a slightly more modern look. So it's very versatile, the wood, and timeless.
Yes, exactly, because we want to tick that sustainability box. It's going to be good for Easter. You could even whip it out at Christmas time as well. I love it when we have guests over. Exactly, and chip resistant, like you said.
Yes,
it's going to last longer for the vitrified green.
Yes.
Okay, Shikhan, I got to ask, maybe one tip that you can leave us with that makes sure out of everything that we're going to be comfortable going into winter and have our home as a retreat.
Yes, I think color is an absolute crucial thing because it easily transforms your space. So that winter warmth colors really just easily makes your home more inviting this season. So I think that's absolutely key. And I think the layering that I spoke about is absolutely crucial because it creates visual interest in your home, but it also adds softness. And as I said, that comforting, warm feeling that you want this time of the year. And then last but not least is candles. Candles is not just for load shedding. So the decorative candles, we've got a variety to choose from. So from your glass decorative candles to some ceramic options. So again, you just want to light up your home. You know, you want to put the actual lights down.
The overhead lights are off.
Overhead lights are off.
Ambiance is there.
You want to set the mood. You want to release beautiful scents, woody notes. As I said, some of our fragrances have cardamom in. It's got bergamot, amber, cedar wood tones, notes. So you definitely want to light a few candles.
Many candles.
To create the mood in your house this season, I think that's an absolute must-have.
And it's in every room too. I mean, in the mornings, I definitely like candles in the bathroom, and I'm like,
absolutely.
it feels like I'm in a hotel somewhere. It is so beautiful.
Yes,
Shikhan Rose, thank you so much for sharing with us today. I think that we're going to have a nice home retreat for sure. And you don't have to break the bank while doing it. Of course, you know, Woolies has got us covered and wants us to ease into the winter season with our friends over at Woolies Home. So shop their newest AW25 collection. It's available in-store, online, and of course on the app. And it's the details, as you saw, that really do make the difference.
My home is my sanctuary. It's where I spend quite a lot of time dreaming and planning. I have created a kind of cocoon with very warm colors.
Oh, this has given me every reason to dive into a sanctuary or a new space. And I think before we even dive into anything, and especially when talking about today's travel gem, I want to give a big congratulations. And it goes out to Bridget Phillips, who has won a 2-night stay for two at the Protea Hotel by Marriott Nice in the Keys. And your garden route getaway awaits you, Bridget. And oh, I've been here. It is so beautiful. Gives you all the feels of an entire destiny and a beautiful journey. So I think now everything from coastal charm to city cool. Today we're going to be heading to a spot where Cape Town's rich history meets bold modern experiences. Now, right at the heart of the V&A waterfront, the Protea Hotel by Marriott Breakwater Lodge offers more than just a great night's sleep. It's also home to one-of-a-kind Orlando Pirates room. Yeah, you heard correctly, and it's a perfect tribute to SA football pride. And G-Man got to explore it all. Oh, I love when this man gets out, so let's see what he got up to.
If you're wanting to explore the mother city and looking for that ideal destination that has a bit of culture and history, some comfort and convenience, then the Protea Hotel Breakwater Lodge is it. Nestled next to the iconic V&A waterfront, surrounded by amazing restaurants and some of the most iconic tourist attractions in Cape Town, this is the ideal destination. Whether you're looking for leisure or for work, this has the perfect balance. It's an absolute win. Oh, seldom am I this excited just to see my room. But the official Orlando Pirates themed room brings the action, the culture of the beautiful game into a unique hotel experience. This place is amazing. So whether you're a Buccaneer or just a fan of footballing culture, I think this is going to provide something special. I kind of feel like I've got one foot in Orlando Stadium. This is amazing. Hello.
Hey,
How are
Graham.
you?
I'm good, thank you. I just wanted to check how you're settling in.
Absolutely beautifully, and I'm glad you are here because I need to ask questions about this room. It is beautiful, so you can fill me in. The second you walk in here, you get the football fever. I love the theme. It's actually giving me goosebumps. I love the idea of a theme room, but what was the motivation? Why do a room up like this and sprinkle a little magic around?
Marriott wants to create opportunities for our Marriott Bonvoy members to enjoy great experience at our hotels, but also to be able to pay their passions whilst they're traveling around the world. Marriott Bonvoy, which is our loyalty program, offers an exclusive access to these members to more than 10,000 destinations across the world. Whilst we have those global partnerships, we thought it would be really important to have a South African brand that we can partner with that will resonate more with South Africans. We know South Africans love soccer, and Orlando Pirates is one of the biggest teams, not only in South Africa, but throughout the continent.
For sure.
So it made sense that we partner with them because of their rich legacy, but also a passionate fan base. We've created various exclusive experiences, whether it's match day perks or fun experiences whilst we're at the games, whilst they are also enjoying their hospitality at our hotels.
And you've certainly achieved a beautiful impact, but how did you do it? What informed the actual design of the room?
So the room theme was informed by the Orlando Pirates' rich legacy. And then what we wanted to do is also infuse it with the Cape Town's unique energy and vibes. So we partnered with a local Cape Town artist by the name of Strange Harvest. And what he's created in this room, he's brought it to life by creating a mural which shows a powerful image of a fan who is mid-cheer, the great image of a soccer player who is currently in motion, which also is a celebration of the beautiful game. You'll experience a geometric bathroom design which was inspired by a soccer ball. What we also have in the room is a signed pair of boots and a soccer ball, which really allows the fans to have this personal touch with their favorite team whilst enjoying world-class hospitality in our hotels.
Well, if something works this well, surely you want to duplicate it. What's on the cards with Marriott Bonvoy? Are we going to see more partnerships, more sporting codes? What's ahead?
We've got some global partnerships with the likes of Man United. We also have partnerships with the NFL. We've got partnerships with Mercedes-Benz, Formula One team.
Oh, brilliant.
That's all available globally. In South Africa, we have just recently announced a partnership between Marriott Bonvoy, Protea Hotels by Marriott, and Cricket South Africa, allowing the cricket fans to also have their part in this amazing experience.
I still haven't found how I'm going to open the box, but I promise you the memorabilia will be absolutely safe with me in the room. But I think you've absolutely nailed it. Well done, Dorcas. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Graham.
All right, out of my room, I need to get some sleep.
Okay, don't break us.
While the Orlando Pirates room is just too cool and a must-visit for any footballing fan, the Protea Hotel Breakwater Lodge is about so much more than just themed rooms. They cater for every kind of traveler, from stylish and luxurious rooms to top-tier conference facilities. I'm beginning to understand that this space is perfect for transitioning from relaxation into productivity. Colin, I've obviously just gone through the hotel, seen my beautiful room. It's going to take a lot to stand up to that. But looking around the conference facilities here, oh, you guys take my breath away every time I come here. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but what do you think makes you guys stand out from the rest?
So there are several advantages as to why you should book Protea Hotel Breakwater Lodge conference venues. I think for me, the unique selling point would probably be location.
Yeah.
It's quite unique. We have stunning views of Table Mountain and the Victoria Alfred waterfront. Our venue itself lends itself to a peaceful and inspiring setting. Another value add would be multifunctional venues. So we boast 2,000 square meters of conference space in the heart of the waterfront. And we have an auditorium that can seat 200 delegates, and a further 2 levels combined that can seat 400 delegates. And then the other value add I would say is our historical significance that we have. The venue is nestled between 3 heritage buildings, and this just adds to an enriching atmosphere for our delegates, and it's great for storytelling.
Hello, ladies. How's it? Oh, I love this place. Just the music, the feel, the smell. I'm already relaxing. We know after a busy, very productive day, whether that's having fun or actually working, it's great to take the edge off and just catch your breath. And with an amazing spa on site, the Protea Hotel Breakwater Lodge is the perfect place to do just that. I love the atmosphere in the spa. You're right in the middle of the hotel, so you barely have to go anywhere, but it feels like you're a million miles away. But the treatments is where they start to differentiate themselves. And Bukiwe, I would recommend that you ask for her. She is superb. The strength and the compassion in those hands, just absolutely amazing. From its epic themed rooms, its top-notch business facilities, thank you, Bukiwe, to some hard-earned pampering, the Protea Hotel Breakwater Lodge really does have it all. So whether you are here to relax, here to hustle, or here to explore Cape Town, this is the spot to be. But for right now, I want you to go and explore and give me my privacy.
Oh.
This explains why G-Man's not here.
You know
No,
what I'm
he's
saying?
still
He's
there.
still there. If anyone deserves a break, it's that guy. He works so incredibly hard for himself and his family, and G, you deserve it. And I think you deserve this too.
Absolutely, and I think whether you're a football fanatic or just after an unforgettable Cape Town escape, this is a stay like no other. And one lucky winner will get to spend a night in the exclusive Orlando Pirates room at Protea Hotel by Marriott Breakwater Lodge, and it's really simple on how to enter.
Absolutely. All right, so to enter, join Marriott Bonvoy, and that is joinmarriottbonvoy.com. That's the website you go to, and post on Facebook, X, or even Instagram, telling us why you want this experience like this one-of-a-kind room using hashtag Marriott Bonvoy. That's the qualifying hashtag. And don't forget to upload a screenshot of your membership confirmation. Yes, we need receipts to complete that entry. And it's closing very soon, so you got to get on it.
Yeah, a reminder, competition closes on the 29th of April. Your T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com, but I'm just hoping and wishing that you can get out there so you can get that G-Zen that we've just seen and are so jealous about. But you know what, G? Stay there. Enjoy yourself because you've earned it. And I want you, Mzansi, to stay there as well because Zanele is going to plug you in on all the good stuff that you can look forward to right now.
Yes, that is so true, my Ryle. From relaxation and luxury to the party, my friend. I'm talking about the ministers of groove that are in the building, from Mahu to Tukutela to Jazzworks to GLCJ. They're going to be bringing the vibes right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show in a little bit. They're going to be performing their song that only drops at midnight. So you're getting an exclusive, okay? That's definitely something to stick around for. And then also on the way, we get into a little bit of a dance challenge. Us, as your Expresso presenters, we're going to be put to the test, and the guys are going to be showing us how to do the Isaka dance challenge, and you should actually join us no matter where you are and get in on the fun. It's all going to be happening right here on Expresso. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And hey, let us make you feel good right now. And hopefully that's by playing the Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand in jackpots this Thursday. And we don't want you to miss out. Carissa, how do they get the tickets?
Okay, it's really easy. Hear me out here. You buy your tickets now in store, or you head to nationallottery.co.za. That's the app. There is the mobile app. That was the website. There's the mobile app. There's cell phone banking. Or you could simply just dial *120 *7529#, and that's for USSD. Did I rush through that?
No, that was perfect, because there's a handful of options you gave us. And here's some more, because we put these details on Expresso's social media pages. So you can go check it out right now and get yourself in the running to win big. And by big, we mean 500,000 Rand big. And that's the Daily Lotto jackpot, which could be yours, but only if you play now.
I'm crossing fingers for you. Please make it happen. Right now, we're going to throw to our fam out in Jersey. The city of gold is sparkling so bright, and I have a feeling that it's got to do with these guys. Zanele, what's coming up?
Oh, my beautiful Carissa, you are so right. It does, in fact, have to do with these superstars, because they are shining and taking over, baby. Everyone, it is the exclusive that we have been promising you. Uzizwa Kanjani only drops tonight, but you get the exclusive here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show from the likes of Tukutela, Jazzworks, Mahu, as well as GLCJ. Everyone, please give it up for Uzizwa Kanjani. Oh, man! Oh my goodness. Expresso family, do you see the goals that we bring you? Yes, it is, of course, the hit makers, Tukutela, Jazzworks, Mahu, and GLCJ, doing the things with their brand new song, only dropping at midnight. Uzizwa Njani, certified hit, and it hasn't even come out yet. Come on. Oh my goodness, listen, the beautiful thing is that we're still going to be getting into it in terms of these superstars. We're going to be learning the Isaka Dance Challenge. It's taking TikTok by storm, and we cannot wait for you to join in with us. So the fun is not about to stop. And then we're also going to be getting into some delicious food. I'm talking about Mrs. Balls's. Listen to this. Glazed chicken wings. My mouth just watered. Let's take a moment. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. It is your feel-good breakfast show, and let me tell you, feel-good fam, we have cleared the space, and I hope that you can too, wherever you are right now, and make sure that you get yourself prepared for something so exciting.
Absolutely. We're talking about the Isaka Dance Challenge.
Yes.
Now, you've heard all about it. We've seen the moves, and you've seen how awesome and heard how awesome it sounds. But we want to put this challenge out to you, and before we even do, we thought you can learn along with us as we start to figure out what this is all about. So if you have no idea what we're talking about, have a look at the challenge right now.
Okay, so a little bit of... That looks easy enough. And then they go to the side, right? One side.
Two, three.
Other
side. 1, 2, 3.
And then you 1.
Okay.
2, 1. Okay.
Ooh.
Ntombazane, and then you gotta... Okay, and then you just repeat it. Come on. Hey, yeah.
Okay.
Other side. Okay. I feel a bit confident now.
I think I got a little bit of it right, but listen, I'm going to need some more help, and we've got just that in Joburg right now. So Zanele, Cape Town and the rest of Mzansi need your help with the Isaka Dance Challenge. Give us the goods.
Come on.
Oh, we have the goods indeed here in Johannesburg, honey, because we got 2 dancers that are going to be helping us out with the Isaka Dance Challenge. And Mzansi, I told you, you as well, you must join in, okay? You see me in my coat. If I can do it, so can you, all right? Let's jump into it. X and Ayanda, thank you for joining us, my lovelies. How are you guys today? Amazing, thank you. Okay, guys, what do we need to know? How are we going about this dance challenge?
So the first move is It's like uze, don't come.
Don't come.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uze,
1, 2.
Then don't. Hey, sorry man. It's
Don't.
uze, ungangisondeli.
Okay.
Then ngihlezi, ngithukuthele.
Yeah.
Then you change the side.
Uh-huh.
You face that side. Then
Yes.
you, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, bo.
1, 2. Let's start
Yeah,
from the
bo.
top.
Okay.
Say,
1, 2.
uzungangisondeli. Hlezi ngithukuthele. Hlezi sempini.
Okay, so as soon as you turn to the side, you must go.
Same time.
Okay. Oh, I'm a dancer. Okay, yes. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, Biggie, let's go. 1, 2. Yeah, bo.
Hlezi ngithukuthele.
Yeah, bo.
Is that? Can we play it with the song?
Okay, let's just try it a little bit. Cape Town, I hope you're following along, guys. I hope you got that. We did a 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Here we go. Here's the song. Okay, Zanzi, you better join in. Here we go. Do this again. Okay, are we going again? Let's do this. Okay.
Again.
Cape Town, I hope you're watching because we did this tutorial for you. As you can see, me, I already knew it. I'm there on the TikToks. I'm joking. They taught me. They're just really good teachers. And Zanti, I told you, you need to jump on in as well. It's the Isaka Dance Challenge. Let's do it, guys. Let's go for another round, please.
Yes,
let's do it. Let's go. Okay, here we go.
The first move is like, uze, don't.
Yes, no, we've got it. We're going to go in again.
All
Mr.
right.
Teacher, please give us the music.
Let's
Let's
do it.
go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Of course. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. Don't worry. challenge. I feel like it's for everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
There's some way it's very tough, but you know, this one we can all, you know, come on. Cape Town, how are you doing there? Hey, how's it going that side?
And we have been having the time of our lives, let me tell you that much. I think we've got the moves. Yeah, it's this.
I love that one.
And then it's this one for me. That's my favorite one. Absolutely love it. From the dance moves, we've got to refuel and get ready for a flavor-packed journey as we unveil another winning recipe from Mrs. Balls, our competition we're running. And this week we're celebrating Janita Jackson, who has taken crispy chicken wings and infused them with a uniquely South African twist using the iconic Mrs. Balls chutney, the original one at that. So let's give a warm round of applause to week 4 winner.
Yeah.
She takes home 4,000 rand.
Wow, how cool.
How cool for this mouth-watering recipe.
How many cool meals could you make with that?
Oh, my
Quite a
goodness.
couple. Your month is absolutely sorted. So all you got to do now, I think, is head over to expresso.com for more recipes or pay attention to us right now so we can try recreate this magic in the kitchen. And I don't think it's actually as hard as I thought it would be.
Right. I have struggled with chicken wings before, they don't come out crispy enough.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to get into some tips. I've heard that you got to pat down your chicken first to get the skin dry and then put all your ingredients on.
That makes sense.
Right?
Nice, I love
So we've
that.
got some onion and garlic powder that we're going to go in with. Just going to chuck it all in. We've got some cornstarch, and that's
Yep.
another ingredient I've missed, as well as some paprika and chicken spice. Okay, let's go in with the cornstarch. And then, of course, we've got a flavor with our salt and pepper. And then we'll go in with the lemon in just a second, but I just want to
Mix it up, massage it in.
Oh, it already smells amazing.
Yeah, it does. I can really see how this is going to come together and get that crispiness.
And we're putting it in the air fryer. You already know that's my favorite appliance.
I know. We were speaking about it earlier, and we literally were talking about how an air fryer is not only convenient, but it
Yeah.
does add more of like a quicker dehydration to it. So it is going to give you crispy. You want
Yes.
crispy, then you're going to get crispy for sure.
And also, it's a little bit healthier because you don't have to deep fry everything. You can just pop it in the air fryer.
Yeah.
I just heard that we've got our amazing caller on the line.
The one that made the recipe?
Goodness, yes.
Yeah, let's say good morning. Janita, are you there?
Hi, how are you guys?
Oh, good morning. We are so good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Hey, can I also say thank you so much for sharing this incredible recipe? We are literally starting it right now.
Actually obsessed with the combination of Mrs. Ball's chutney and chicken, which inspired my signature chutney glaze on chicken wings. I think the sweet, savory, sticky, and tangy flavors melds perfectly with the rich taste of the wings. It's honestly a game changer.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we
Say
can't
no
wait
more.
to
That's
eat it.
yeah.
It looks so
Sounds
good.
amazing.
Janina, now that I have you here, do you have any tips for others looking to incorporate the iconic Mrs. Ball's chutney into their recipes?
I do. I think Mrs. Ball's chutney is incredibly, it's incredibly versatile. So I think it elevates stews, roasts, and even veggie dishes with its distinctive flavor. A spoonful adds depth and warmth to every meal.
100%.
Yo, and I'm here for the depth, I'm here for the warmth, and also here for the fact that not only are you a winner, but we get to share this recipe with the Mzansi, and I can't be more grateful. So, Janita, thank you, and I think you should wish us some luck here as we try to recreate this.
Yeah, all the best. I believe it's going to be lovely. It looks divine.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
So we're
you.
off to a good start. We're
We are.
making her proud. I'm so excited. Can we give another round of applause for that 4,000 Rand coming your way? Absolutely beautiful. All right, so we've got her luck with us, and now we're going to put this in the air fryer. At least this is, I know how to do this part.
Yeah, this is your specialty, right?
This is
in
my
your element
specialty.
over here.
You know what I mean?
What are you looking for in terms of like temperatures and timing here?
So the
Any idea?
timing is about 20 minutes, and
Okay.
the temperature is sitting at about 180 to
180.
200.
Okay.
So you just have to watch your air fryer and see what works best. Remember, these are full chicken wings too, so you're going to have to give them time to cook through fully.
Absolutely.
But of
yeah.
course, it doesn't take as long as other chicken pieces would take.
And I would definitely suggest that if you've pulled these out of like the fridge and it's still very cold on the inside, you might even need to go a little bit longer to prevent those insides that are possibly very cold from actually still not becoming raw. So I love that tip, and I'm going to get going on the basting here. You got the crisp. I'm going to bring back some of the moisture with this one. And of course, we got our hero ingredient. We're not using one, but we're using... I've got this pan on hot already, so I hope it's not going to be too sizzly. Ooh,
I like
perfect
that
amount of
sizzle.
You kind of want to eye this out, but about half to a quarter of a cup of each is going to be perfect for you. I think this also depends on how many chicken wings you're actually going to be preparing with this one.
And we've got about 5 here, 5 or 6 here.
So we've got 5 or 6. If you're going for a single or you're doing the family, I would just suggest that you add more of all of the ingredients to your recipe.
I love that.
So honey's going in here next, bringing some extra bit of the sweetness to it. And I've also got some, what is this actually, just make sure. Oh yeah, that is soy sauce going in. I've got some garlic and some ginger that's already been cut up. That's convenient.
I'm already liking the flavor profile going on here.
And literally, that's as simple as this basting is. You can literally see, if you're looking at it from the camera right now, it's got that stickiness, it's got that sweetness, it's not too runny as well. So this is already looking perfect, and we're just getting it started.
Oh, I love it. And that, of course, is going to be basted on our chicken wing and also bring a burst of flavor to our kitchen right here with our star ingredient, Mrs. Ball's sweet chili sauce, crafted with sun-ripened peaches and also apricots for an authentic fruity sweetness. Now, it offers a milder, tangy heat, and it's perfect for those who love a gentle kick, making them an essential staple for spontaneous cooking, because that happens, all right? This recipe, of course, is on expressoshow.com. And then once it all is cooked down, once the air fryer has fully cooked the chicken as well, that is what we're working with, Ryle.
Get your baste on. And
Wow.
I gotta say, Janita, thank you for this combination that you've used for the basting, combining both of Mrs. Ball's chutney variations and then just that little bit of honey and a little bit of that sauce. This is something that I would suggest you use on almost anything. A sweet and sour sensation. If you want to like cook your chicken in this or just baste it, or other meats as well, I can see this working so well. This is perfect. I love
Also
it.
on some ribs. I know we made that yesterday, but this would be fire on
now
some
you're
ribs.
talking. I love that. Man, it smells so good.
It does. Okay, and then this is what you end up with. I'll do the taste test for us. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
I don't even know if there'll be any for you
They
anyway.
look so good.
Don't they
I'm
look
hoping
so
that you've got the
divine?
crunch, and then obviously with our basting, it's going to finish it off perfectly. But gosh,
There it
do
is.
they not
Dip it
look
in some
amazing?
extra sauce. Not that it needs it.
Ooh, I heard crunch and I heard some squeeginess.
All in one.
While the carries on, let me remind you,
Divine.
head over to expressoshow.com. I think these are perfect for any occasion. Breakfast, lunch, supper, snacks in between, or the weekend all round. You've got yourself covered on this one. Love it.
10 out of 10. I absolutely love that.
Now listen, these are obviously Janita's chutney glazed chicken wings. I want to say thank you so much for providing us with this recipe, and it proves that bold ideas and spoonfuls of Mrs. Balls can turn almost everyday meal into something unforgettable. And clearly this one here basking in
going
the
in.
unforgettable. So get your own flavor packed masterpieces right now. We want to see it. We want to see you creating something like this, and we want you to share that unique recipe using Mrs. Ball's chutney, and you could be a winner just like Janita, and you could be walking away with a 4,000 Rand, a cool 4,000 Rand for you. And if you're wondering on how to enter, don't worry, we got you covered. Here's how.
Bring flavor to the table with Mrs. Balls this holiday season. Show us how you use Mrs. Balls chutney in your holiday meals, and you could win a share of 40,000 Rand. It's easy. Just comment on the competition post with your dish on Facebook and X. On Instagram, share your creation to your feed and tag us both. Don't forget to use the hashtags Mrs. Balls and bring your flavor to the table. So grab your favorite Mrs. Balls chutney, get creative in the kitchen, and let's bring the flavor to the table.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, for the final time this morning, it is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And why, you might be asking? Well, because you get to stand a chance to win some big money. It is the Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot, and it all goes down this Thursday. So please do not miss out. Buy your tickets now in store on the website nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app, there is cell phone banking, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529 hash, and that is for USSD. Now, all these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so do go and check them out and get yourself in the running to win big. And I've got to ask the question, will the 500,000 Rand daily jackpot be yours today? All you have to do is play now. What's your money dance if you were to win?
Just catching me practicing my moves there.
Because that's
my
the dance.
money dance officially today will be the Osaka dance, and especially after that challenge, we've been having so much fun trying to get the moves right, trying to nail it, me and my left feet. I've got two of them as well. So you know how hard dancing is for me. But we thought we'd show you an entire studio that got caught up on this one and tried to replicate it for ourselves. You saw Carissa and I trying, but check the rest of the studio. I love the fact that it got everybody involved in this one, and it was a real bunch of fun. We were practicing. What was the starting again?
So it was like there. Come closer.
Yeah.
And then so then you gotta shake it out.
I don't know if our guys got it right, but let's find out and see what the studio was up to while we were practicing that challenge. Let's check it out. Oh,
yes. Go, Meg. Go,
nice.
Kate.
Meg and Kate nailing the moves there.
I love
that. Watching us from behind the scenes.
They got it. They got the
better
moves.
than me, actually, for sure. That's for sure. Nice.
Come on, Meg.
Hey, now, okay.
That's our stylist, by the way, Meg.
I need to ask our stylist for some dance moves, clearly, right?
She is multi-talented. I love to see
I think we got some more shots from around the studio of a couple of us. This was Carissa
that's you and me.
I don't know. Why does my face do this when I dance?
It's the passion.
My dance face.
More passion, more energy.
More fire. More left feet.
We love to see it, man. All right, so we want to get into it for real, Zanele, I hope that you are impressed with our moves, because we tried hard just for you, okay?
Yeah, let's go!
Oh my goodness, I love this. I love how dance is just taking over the country and the world. And this is why even our team in Cape Town is doing the things that need to be done. We've got hit makers in the building, and they are ending off the show on a high. And the team is going to be dancing some more in Cape Town. We're going to be dancing here as well. Everyone, to round off the show today right here on Expresso, let's give it up, please, for none other than Isaka 6 a.m. from Tugutela, Jazzworks, and Caesar. Let's go!
Shout out to Caesar, shout out to Caesar, shout out to Caesar.
Sonndele, hleze ngithukutele, hleze ngisempi nafiwa masiwa masiwa, so kuya ngo-6, so kuya ngo-6, Olivia namantombazana yokhala bafana, usungangisondele, hleze ngithukutele, hleze ngisempi nafiwa masiwa, so kuya ngo-6, so kuya ngo-6, Olivia namantombazana yokhala bafana.
fiwa mafiwa siwa masiwa also buya musiksi also buya musiksi Olivia namantomba sana yokala bafana usungangisondeli hleze ngithukutele hleze ngisempila kufiwa mafiwa siwa man so buya musiksi also buya musiksi Olivia namantomba sana yokala bafana Yo, shout out to Caesar. Shout out to Caesar. Yo. Asabe mtana masaba asabe. Usuang sondeli. Tugutele. Hlezi msempila fiwa man. Asiwa man. So, buya musiksi. So, buya musiksi. Olivia namantomba sana yokala bafana. Asabe. Hlezi ngithukutele hlezi ngisempila fiwa man asiwa man so buya ngosiksi so buya ngosiksi Olivia namantomba sana yokhala bafana
Another feel-good production.